What's up, everybody, and welcome to a live episode of Team Chat Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Jarrett Wilson, joined to my right by Rachel Mogan.
How's it going, everybody?
To my left by my beautiful bride, Samantha White Wilson.
Hello.
And you'll notice we have this fourth microphone here because we have a special guest. Come on in here, buddy.
Hello.
It's Zach.
Hey. Blowing out everyone's ears,
There we go.
Meanwhile, we're just losing
Wait,
subscribers by the
numbers?
Your
minute.
drum's
It's just
blown out.
plummeting.
It's just that everybody's
Why are the
just
numbers
gone.
plummeting?
But in case you did not know,
did it.
Team Chat Podcast is a video game podcast where we talk about games, the ones we love, the ones we hate, and everything in between. If you want to get in contact with us, you can do that by sending us an email at teamchatpodcast@gmail.com, following us on Facebook, liking us on Twitter. Backwards. Still messed that up. And then, oh no, and I'm breaking stuff. It's okay.
Warthog.
It's just a train
It's
wreck
just
in here.
a train wreck, but we're just going to keep on going. But like I said, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe on Instagram, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as watch the videos on Twitch each and every week when the new episodes go up on Tuesday. Subscribe to the show audio versions on Apple Podcast, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, all these different places that you can find us now. Go to our website. Yeah, teamchatpodcast.com/where to listen, and you can find out where to listen. Finally, we are completely listener-supported podcast, so if you would like to support the show because you're really loving what we're doing, including some of this special Instagram
Live
story
over here.
action we got
Sam's
going on
really
here,
good at social media. We love her.
head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/teamchatpodcast, where for as little as $1 a month, you can support the show. And in return, we'll give you a cool perk like getting the episodes early before their general Tuesday release and access to our private Team Chat Podcast Discord server. And finally, I want to give a special shout out to all of our current patrons who help make every episode possible. All right, we're done through that. Got through
All
that
right.
little train wreck of a beginning. It's all good. It's all great. We're going on. We're moving on. Going to get bigger and better from here.
Now we can level out.
Wait, we're gonna get bigger? We're already pretty crammed around this table.
That's true.
Is it
That's
possible
true.
to get better?
Yeah, we're having
Yeah,
to crank around.
I think we're already there, buddy.
We're, as
We're
good as
maxing
it's
out
gonna
our new setup, pushing it to its limits right now with the 4 people crammed around. In fact, we normally have the bar stools that Mogan and I sit at, but now we don't have enough for everybody. So we're going to have to
Yeah, what,
do
are we
this.
standing the whole time?
Yeah, we're going to stand the whole time.
Sorry.
And I'm
Since you left, we lost chairs.
yeah. And
Downgraded.
I'm going to have to do this awkward either lean the whole time or just pick up
Frank
my
Sinatra.
or just pick up my
I'm telling you,
microphone
if
the
we
whole
all
time.
just embrace the Frank
You could.
Sinatra, we'll be okay. I think this
You just
is
need to
good.
scoot in a little
yeah,
bit.
I
if
just
you're
need to
gonna do
scoot
it.
in so that I'm actually.
just so you're not in frame.
I like the change to standing though. This feels more
It is. It
energetic.
It does feel kind of good. I
Feels
like
more
it too.
professional, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit.
little.
It's a lot of new fun things coming here to Team Chat Podcast. You never know what's going to happen on these live episodes. But
Like
as
not
we've
having
said,
audio for the first
yeah,
15
yeah,
seconds.
Or
you know,
like
it's no big
Sam
deal.
destroying Jarrett's Titanfall 2.
That was actually me.
That was
me.
I didn't touch it.
I loved you
That was
trying to
me.
like figure out how to put the gun back
He
in his
doesn't.
hand.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah,
It's not. It's
all right.
ruined.
No, it's an annoying little thing of live broadcast. I tested that earlier and it worked. I don't know why it didn't work now, but whatever. We're moving on. Okay, so why is this a live episode? Well, it's because E3 2018 just happened, and boy, was it a big year. Lots of
a
big stuff came out of the
doozy.
conference this year. Tons of new and exciting fun games. We do went through, though, since this is live, if you're watching this on YouTube, I know some of you may be listening to the pre-recorded version of this when this episode releases as normal on Tuesday, but if you're watching it live with us live, jump over to the chat on the YouTube page and, share us with your thoughts, comments, whatever as we go. Sam is here monitoring the chat for us, so she will be able to point out your questions to us that we can answer or your general thoughts and opinions about E3. But we are basically going to go over literally everything E3. That's why we're here.
Literally.
We're going to jump in, go with all the conferences. I figure it'll be easiest just for organization of how we want to do this if we go through them chronologically in the order that they did. So we'll start off with
Wait,
EA.
do we want to start with like the high notes though? Because I feel like it started at a high note and like kind of
Started at a high note?
I don't
EA
know. I
did
have
not
a lot
have a
of
good
mixed
conference.
feeling. Well, EA never does.
So the big thing-
I'm not
Do its
counting
own
them.
thing.
They do. And so here's the thing what we're going to do. We're
Wait,
obviously going to
before
talk
you
about...
started, how do you
Yes.
want me to handle comments? There's already one I really want to read out loud.
Oh, then
Just-
do
just
it.
jump in with
spring
it.
them
Just
on
jump in.
us.
Cody says that he's here to troll as per Mogan's request.
Yes,
Troll.
I can always count on Cody to troll appropriately.
So
Team
rude,
Chat
so
fans are
rude.
definitely trolls.
They love to give us a hard time.
Wait,
This
it looks
is why
like
everyone was-
who is this Arkshay person you said?
My Arky Sharky, my Canadian princess.
She says the same thing. She's here to troll as your request.
Well, I mean, normally whenever Mogan jumps on one of my live streams, she trolls me anyway.
Oh,
so,
I'm a
Okay, I get it.
Mogan's a
relentless
troller,
troll.
and now all these people are
so
here
I'm
to
just
troll
going to
us as well.
interrupt when somebody
Yeah,
says
go
something.
for it.
Okay.
Okay. So what we are going to try to do, though, is we're going to highlight which we're all going to pick what was our favorite conference, which one we felt delivered the best goods. We also are going to pick our favorite game. Now, I do want to add a little caveat to this. Some of the games are obviously very far away from when we're actually going to get to play them. So maybe one that, like, your favorite game that that we know of, like when we're going to get to play, and one we're still waiting. Favorite one, like we're anticipating.
I'll be waiting forever.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. We'll get to that. We'll get to
all
that.
Sony fans will be waiting forever.
Yes.
Fuchsia knows what I'm talking about.
We'll get to that as well. But let's really quick then. We're going to start, like I said, we'll start with E3. I mean, EA. We're obviously just starting with E3.
Wait a minute.
So EA came out on...
Cody disagrees.
What?
With what? That we'll be waiting forever?
Also, you guys already got made fun of. Streaming on YouTube, what is this, 2010?
You showed
Oh, what a burn.
Damn.
We're learning the technology.
Can't be in all places at the same time. Come on. Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so the big notes of EA. So obviously they announced a couple of games, and I honestly thought, Mogan, that you were pretty spot on in your prediction with what was going to come from
The
EA.
death of
Surprise.
VR!
No, not
I'm
that.
right about
Not that.
That should
everything.
happen, though.
That's not
yes,
happening.
I
my
needed
God.
you
Like the
here
book
to
burning.
back
Show's
me
already
up.
off the
Throw
rails.
VRs at a campfire.
No. I was more referring to that EA was going to be doing a lot of damage control.
Oh,
And
I
they
knew
were.
it.
They were indeed. They came out, aside from announcing the new games, or bigger games, giving us more information on those, they also gave more information about Battlefield 5 and also some updates to Star Wars Battlefront 2. When the guy came out and started talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2, he was basically like, yeah, we know this game didn't get off to a good start. No shit.
We know we suck.
Yeah, so...
That's based like that. Like that's word for word what they said. It's not really, but
But like it was pretty damn close. And so they basically, with that one, they announced some new updates, content updates. They're going to focus on more popular fan areas. Like they're going to start adding in content from the Clone Wars, adding in heroes such as villains such as General Grievous, heroes such as Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, different things like that. They're also focusing on a lot of new content from Solo, a Star Wars story that just came out recently with some new modes, maps, etc.
is Obi-Wan going to be voiced by Ewan McGregor?
I better hope so.
God, I
it
hope
probably
so.
won't be.
Otherwise, I'm not on board.
But then, Battlefield 5, that's coming out October 19th of this year. It's getting a Battle Royale mode. So there we go. There's that.
Boo Star Wars, says Cody.
Yeah,
How can you say that?
I agree.
Why would he say that? I don't know.
Say that.
Cody?
He knows Jared likes it. I'm confused.
Tell them to
everybody
troll
know?
us.
Is this a troll?
Cody.
Does the pod fam know
Does the pod
about
fam?
your Star Wars Leia tattoo? Does everybody
What?
know that you're that
What?
dedicated?
Oh, yeah, I am. So, Cody,
What?
first off, how dare you,
He
sir?
wears it with pride.
I do. This has got to get a little graphic here.
It's about to get.
Whoa! Wait, maybe
How
I've
did we
seen
not
that.
know
No, I
about
think
that?
I've seen that.
I mean-
Is that new?
I mean, I've had it for like a year.
No, I've seen that.
So, yeah,
Where's her face?
he's seen me shirtless.
He's dead, Moken.
Jared.
It's
It'll
a
allow
tribute.
it.
It's in tribute. But anyway, so getting off.
I just want to say, I
that.
thought they actually did a good job with Battlefield 5 in
awesome.
terms of damage control.
I think he's just gonna screw with you all night. Also, The Last of Us was only okay.
Whoa!
Wow, fiery
Here I
words.
thought Cody and I were friends.
Wait, what would make
we were
you
on
think
good
that?
terms.
I mean, just from that, we've had pleasant, discourse between each other.
Pleasantries?
He has been a guest on the show.
Somebody's complaining that they almost saw your left nipple.
It's gonna get like
It's getting X-rated.
adult
in here.
content YouTube. Like
I know,
you
gonna get
click the
tagged.
button.
Censored.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hey.
All right,
Jared, keep your clothes
we're gonna move
on.
on here. We got a lot of stuff to go
I just
on.
want to
through
say
here.
that the gameplay demo of Battlefield 5 actually looked good. I didn't love
So
the first trailer
here's-
like most people, but for different reasons. But I actually thought the gameplay demo looked decent.
I actually didn't like the gameplay trailer of Battlefield 5. I thought there was going to be there's just so much stuff flying on the screen at you.
Yeah.
And it was just going to get distracting. Battlefield is already chaotic
It
enough.
is.
Why do we need to throw in all this extra stuff that's going to make it even more?
Okay, I half agree. I think the thing that I was excited about is the way they're trying to make it more team oriented. So maybe I was more
That's
excited
true.
about
That
the
stuff
game
is cool,
mechanics.
where it's
that
like you have to be in a squad and you stay in a squad.
and you don't spawn with everything that you necessarily need, and you
Right.
have to like either get it off corpses or get it off your. I was like, what's a better word?
No, I agree. I
Or get
agree.
it
That's
off
kinda-
all of your teammates.
Yeah.
There was
Your
moments.
teammates' corpses.
Yeah, or
it's
your
more
teammates'
friendly that way.
corpses. And so I was excited because I thought Battlefield 1, as much as I love the direction of like the art direction and the overall package, I was very upset with how I felt like I was just running and gunning and I didn't have any purpose.
No, I agree.
It sounds like they're trying to give you purpose.
And I do like that they're still keeping the war stories format for the single player
Well,
mode.
people
because
love that.
I love the
Yeah,
war stories.
that
That
was
was
really good.
great.
Yeah, they did
So,
really good job
some
with
really great stuff coming from that game. Obviously, like I said,
But still, I am skeptical though.
Yeah,
And-
and that game, like I said, is coming October 19th, 2018. One of the big bummers of this conference, though, I thought,
You mean just all?
or just low point, especially for EA in this one, was when they did the live round of the Command and Conquer Rivals mobile game. They gave that like 5-ish minutes of just like straight up gameplay from a mobile game
Why?
on a live
are
stage of
just
GameSpot.
like,
and it's like, what?
no one
I mean,
cares.
not GameSpot,
No one
E3.
cares.
And it's
Yeah.
like, no one, like,
No one cares.
people,
No one cares. Was
Yell it
that
out.
like
You know?
people shouting that from the audience?
it was
like they
legitimately like the
should've
moment
been?
from last year's E3 when Microsoft rolled out the Porsche and
when they
everybody's like,
rolled out that
Oh,
Porsche.
that's
And everyone
right.
was
Don't
like,
care.
we
And
do
they're like,
not
no, this is a big
care.
deal, guys.
yeah. And it's like, no, don't care.
It's like if you're not giving
not.
it to me Oprah style, then it's not a big
Exactly.
deal.
So, but I guess they kind of did because it's out now. You know, pay to win,
Yeah,
all that
there
fun
you go.
jazz. FIFA 19 coming September 28th.
Boo.
Madden NFL 19 coming
Boo.
August 10th. Big news there for people who are a fan of Madden. It's coming to PC for the first time in a long time.
Oh my God, my dreams are coming true at last.
NBA Live 19 is coming September 7th. A demo, though, is coming August 24th. You can play that. Okay, couple big things we're going to get to. Yeah, well, okay, so here are the big games, though, that I think we're all excited about. Or some. Oh,
We'll
this one I-
see if
Yeah,
you're
we
right,
shall
sir.
see.
Big
Yeah.
words.
The big news here,
Star
and
Wars,
I
no.
want to be excited about it, but obviously I don't know to be excited about it or not, is that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was announced. It's coming from Respawn Entertainment. Now, this is the now revamped game that Visceral was developing before EA shut
this
down.
is that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I tweeted about it when I heard the news. It was a very also lackluster announcement. They talked to the creator and the guy in charge of it all, and it was just kind of like this very awkward exchange when
like what just happened right here?
and so it just kind of felt like, oh, okay, cool. Like they didn't
that's how
generate
I
much
feel
excitement
about
about it.
all Star Wars announcements.
Moving on through that too.
Whoa.
And so, I just kind of felt like it was just, I don't know. It didn't get,
Yeah.
like, I'm excited because of Star Wars, but, like, they didn't give you anything you could be excited about, which could also be good because they keep canceling these single-player
Yeah.
big Star Wars games.
I mean, honestly,
So-
maybe they're just not far enough into development to be able to make
yeah,
any
'cause apparently
big
they restarted.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
They're probably just really nervous about it right now. They've got stage fright a little bit because they don't want people to get too invested. And then what if it sucks?
Exactly.
You know?
I think
So-
there's something that you said in that salad sandwich of sentences, that sentence salad that actually resonated with how I felt about E3 overall, but we'll get to that later.
Okay, all right.
Of,
Keep
like,
your philosophy to yourself.
Doesn't this
good
look
sir.
great? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. We'll get back to that later.
We'll get to it. We'll get to our.
another one that came out, Unravel 2, was announced and released the
Oh
same
yeah,
day.
that's right,
know
dude. Where was that adorable Swedish man?
Yeah.
I
Hello.
wanted him back. He's my
mean,
Hazubondo of
nervous Sweden
E3.
Sweden.
Unravel, when they announced Unravel a few years ago, and they started showing trailers for it and everything, I was like, "Oh, this game looks really fun." It could be one that I even thought Sam would like because she likes the platformers and all this stuff. Characters made out of yarn, it's adorable.
It's
And then they announced this year on Unravel 2. It looked even better. Looked to
And
have
it's co-op.
incredibly beautiful graphics and everything. It's co-op, and then they announced they're like, "Oh yeah, and by the way, it's out today."
Unravel 2 is already out?
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
Unravel.
Did you guys get it?
So quick
No,
tangent.
it's $20.
No, fuck that game.
I just haven't had time to jump in.
Wait, did you guys just talk about a Star Wars game?
Is that Cody?
You
wasn't
mentioned
listening.
Yeah, we did kind of.
Star Wars fans are notoriously hard to please, so they have a lot to hold the game up to.
That is true, Cody.
Yeah, I guess that's
Something we agree on
fair.
so far.
Actually
statement.
accurate. I will say, quick tangent. I am not a fan from any platform of the here's our announced game. By the way, it's available today.
Really? You don't like that?
I don't like that.
Why don't you like that?
don't
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
You are wrong.
Do you need build up?
No, no.
What's
so
wrong
like,
with that?
I feel like it doesn't give people enough time to be excited about something.
I disagree because
Yeah.
it gives them all the time to be hyped.
I also disagree.
Because you're seeing the trailer, you're like, oh my God, this is great. When can I play it? Hey, motherfuckers, you can play this today.
Yeah.
You're
But
like,
see, think
what?
about it
Yeah.
from a slightly more practical perspective. Let's say that you're the kind of person that doesn't have a bunch of spare cash on hand all the time.
Okay.
And you know in advance that you have to plan your purchases really
Yeah,
carefully
that's
throughout
somebody-
the year.
that's a comment. They need
Exactly.
time to budget.
Yeah, you come on. Yeah, be on the same page as me. I feel like it's
Still
really
like it, though, they say.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't like it. I do think it's
Yes, no.
You've got to be like the only. You've got to be
I
the
know I
1%
might be.
that don't
I'm
like it.
alone on my island of dislike, and I'm okay with that.
I'll definitely say I like it. If they did it for every game at E3, it would be overwhelming.
Right.
You
But
know,
I thought, though, that they
there's-
did a really good job with this. Several
Yeah.
different people did it.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
we'll
it's
go ahead
cool.
and jump ahead. Fallout Shelter came out for the Switch,
Oh, really?
and PS4.
Can I add something
As
in
of-
that
yeah.
isn't video games? So that's also how music is being released now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beyonce
It's
and
like
Jay-Z
surprise.
an album
Literally
that
just
we've known
did.
about
Yeah,
for years.
yeah.
But that's what everybody's doing. They just
Yeah.
aren't promoting stuff. They aren't teasing stuff. They're just dropping it.
Yeah.
Because I
Just
think
a
you have to
plan.
do something that's exciting.
Yeah.
But see,
You
the
have to do
thing
something
is,
to change it
this
up.
is just a trend, and eventually everything's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
be out
Well,
on the
yeah.
day, and then it's not going to be exciting.
Right, then it
Yeah,
won't
yeah,
work.
yeah. You're exactly right.
And then
I'm
they'll be like,
more
they'll find a new way to
they'll
do
be
it.
like, you know what would be cool? Let's wait till, some brilliant marketing
let's make
team.
an announcement
Cody-
10 years in advance.
Let's have them wait like a couple years.
Cody also says to do it like Bethesda and release free games the night they're announced.
Yeah, which is what I'm saying with like
Hail
Fallout
Todd
Shelter.
Howard.
Fallout Shelter, they did
Oh
that.
my god, your brain
I'm
would
one
have
of him.
exploded.
I'm one of those.
Oh, he watched it live. He was telling me.
I
he
watched
it
Todd
live.
Howard.
Todd,
our
that was
savior.
so great.
He's great.
So we'll get to Bethesda.
Yeah.
We'll spend a little time in Bethesda.
Leather jacket.
Also better
so
than
good.
announcing games and just never releasing them.
Truth.
Has that happened?
Truth.
Sony does that.
So, I mean, we're looking at this. There are several
What's
games
your
on this.
beef with Sony?
They announce them as if they're a real thing and then they just don't exist?
Or it takes forever to come out. I think who said
That
that?
sucks.
There was like a meme that
Okay,
I saw.
yeah.
Well,
if you
we'll
show-
get to it when we get
Yeah.
to Sony.
So let's finish up with EA real quick. We got to move along. We got a lot of stuff here.
Breeze through the blame stuff.
Okay, I knew you were excited. You were excited about this one. Sea of Solitude.
Yes, I actually was excited. So this is from EA Originals. So this is one of their indie titles that somehow
So it's
made
okay
it
to like it.
Yes, so it's okay to like
It's
it,
okay
guys.
for it to be cool.
So for starters, the German developer woman who came on stage to talk about Sea of Solitude. First of all, it's like her project. It's her baby, and she was
had the
clearly
concept.
so emotional and so excited
Nice.
about it. I was like, I feel you, German lady. I'm on board with you on this boat on a sea of solitude. So it very much gave me like very rhyme-esque feels, like it had a lot of watery environments. I don't know why I'm so drawn to the high seas, but I really
do
like
like
them. And it seemed like just a very emotional kind of journey that I find as I age as a gamer is more what I'm looking for in games. Are these more niche experiences that give high emotional reward for what is arguably a lower amount of input. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Sea of Solitude.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, and then the big one from EA, last big one that they spent a lot of time on was Anthem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about Anthem?
I watched a little bit of the gameplay demo, and I just don't need another one of those games. I don't
Wasn't-
need that game.
So wasn't this another area where they were doing a ton of damage control about
Not
their-
necessarily damage control,
I
but
was
they're.
excited when I first saw the trailer.
No, I am too.
You
I'm
know,
still
last
excited
year.
for it. It's very much a game that's going to be
Forgot
a
about
la
that.
Destiny, a la the Division, stuff like that, where it's big online game
Yeah.
with a supposedly like huge campaign,
Right.
But some great game. The gameplay of it though is what looks really great. You have these javelin suits that
Yeah,
have
they-
different
looks like
classes
they
that
do a
can,
good job.
flying to straight into underwater to up.
All like smoke and mirrors, though, for me. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
can't
at this
do that
point, we
for the whole
don't
time,
know. Yeah,
you know?
there has to be an engaging story
Yeah,
to tie us
yes.
in and really make us love it.
That's where Destiny failed,
Exactly.
in my opinion. And
Destiny 2 spectacularly failed.
Yeah,
There was
even better.
already a Destiny 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came
Is
out like-
that real news?
It came
Did
out
we
like
talk
September.
about that?
Yeah.
Came out a while
Holy
ago.
crap.
I'm pretty
I
sure
didn't think it was out
we
yet.
both talked about it.
Yeah, well, I didn't get very far.
Yeah.
I don't
I
wanna
haven't
play
bought
this.
any of the expansions.
Why do I care? But so if Anthem can make me care, maybe perhaps it could. Succeed.
Right. But now here's the thing. It's coming out on February 22nd of 2019. Two other big games are coming out on that day. Days Gone from PS4, one of the next big Sony exclusives is coming out on that day also, as well as Metro Exodus. So
Oh, right.
they're dropping three really big games on that day. Of the games, honestly, Anthem has my vote for that.
Yeah.
Days Gone looks cool, looks fun, but I don't know. I haven't seen enough of it to distinguish it enough from Last of Us for me to make me to want to go down a more similar road. I kind of want to try Anthem.
Yeah.
Interestingly
Well, fair
enough,
I mean,
I'm the
it's fine.
most excited of those three about Metro Exodus.
Metro Exodus does
Yeah,
look pretty
people were
sweet.
digging that.
And
I
because
thought.
of the fact that it's based on books,
Yeah.
which, first
Yep.
of all, books are for chumps, but because somebody
But if you
else,
find one you like.
but
Yeah,
because
it's
somebody else
adapted.
already wrote it, that means that the story, in theory, is there and that it's good because
Right.
people loved the book
Yes.
enough that it is now becoming a game. So that's what has piqued my interest. It's like, oh, okay, potentially an action game with a lot of Soviet and Ukrainian influence that's also based on sci-fi that looks like it
there-
might
the
be
story.
really
and there
interesting.
have been several Metro games before. So
Yeah,
like
but
this
this
is the
one looks like it's
third
going to be the
installment.
better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Metro Exodus 3.
No,
Metro 3?
no, it's like because there's Metro 2033 read. Then there's I'm not as familiar with all.
Yeah,
of the
moving
Metro
right
games.
along.
But it's like the third or fourth.
Anyways,
So anyway, jumping back into it. So that pretty much wraps up. I mean, yeah, Anthem looks really great. I was hoping to get a little bit more out of it, though. Like, I wasn't necessarily blown away by everything about it, but it's still, I'm curious enough to give it a try.
Prediction. When Anthem releases on February 22nd, 2019, it will instantly be regarded as a flop.
All right.
We shall see. I mean, it's
That's the good thing we got all that here.
Yeah, people should check back with us on February 22nd.
I'm afraid to make my opinions known.
All right, so we're going to move right along here to one of the biggest, and in my opinion, one of the best conferences of E3, Microsoft.
The best, actually.
Yeah.
You misspoke.
Whoa.
No, so I was saving
Like it's so
Allow me to
factual.
correct you, good sir.
I was saving it for the end, but no, I agree. I
thought they did the
I
best.
think Microsoft did the best.
Especially considering how bad they've done before. So I think I put that into it. It's like they did good now. So they did
actually,
even better.
I agree that I think Microsoft did the best, but part of that might be fueled by my extreme desire to see them succeed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like, we've been wanting
Right,
Microsoft to do well
right.
for so long. Where's that board? Get the board out,
It's
man.
it's back there. Somebody's
the
going to
board.
give quite a few points to Xbox.
We
here.
get at least
Two?
2 points.
All right.
Because we all voted Microsoft the best. So that's, you know what, that's 3 points.
Hey.
That's catching up, suckers.
There we go.
Right. They did well. And that
did
really
well.
warmed my heart because I have such a spot in my heart for Microsoft and Xbox. It's
So-
like what I grew up with, and so many games they're coming out with, like, you know, Gears and Halo and all that. It's
Right.
Like, oh my goodness, this is like touching my childhood.
Tell me about your reactions to Halo Infinite. Let's
So
just jump right in.
They started it right off the bat. Halo Infinite.
It was my reactions were the same as pretty much everybody online and everyone talking about it. It's like return to form kind of thing. It's like
Yes.
the so old art direction. They're even using the old music, which was interesting. I'm actually surprised they even did. It's the Halo 3 like theme. So that was fascinating that they did that. And I mean, other than that, it's all speculation of exactly what's going on. Some people are talking about being open world, possibly. I hope it's not. I don't think Halo will.
That would be such a
function.
massive deviation from Halo.
It would. I just don't see how Halo would succeed in an open world environment.
I agree.
But
I think
it
that
really
it's such a
gave those
mission-oriented
feels.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so much of it is a story, and I like being guided by Halo, and it's good story.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there is nothing wrong.
No.
A game does not have to be open world to be good.
That's true. And a lot of open world games blow chunks. So they're just bad. So
But
that's all-
it was like a very nostalgic feeling because it looks like Halo 3, except like
it really
upgraded.
does.
Yeah, so it was beautiful. I mean, like really colorful and not like I'm so sick of what 343 did with the Forerunner. I mean, like it's cool and all, but like it doesn't feel. This feels so much more like the Halo that I know.
Right,
You know, they
right.
did so much with the Forerunner stuff, and everything's Forerunner-y in 4 and 5, and like orange and gray. Now it's green and blue, and it's like earth tones. You know,
Yes.
it feels, and that's what Halo's always been grounded. You know, the Bungie 1 through 3 was grounded in like a real. I don't know.
a real focus that you were actively trying to save Earth.
Yeah, or at least like there was something natural about it,
Right.
You know, and I think that helped make it feel more realistic.
Nature versus alien
It was
technology.
something old
Those
and ancient.
bastards.
You'd find the Forerunner stuff under the ocean, you know,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It was great.
So, how long into the trailer did it take you to realize it's Halo?
a long time. Like I was
Same.
said, I was like, this is an open world game.
I think it
deer
took
and
me
rhinos.
until you saw like the boots of the Marines at the beginning.
that
And then
definitely,
I was like,
even then, though, I
oh,
was
is this
like-
Halo?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was like. Is this Halo?
And then
to
it
be
did like
very
the full
guarded
body
with your
reveal of the
emotions.
Marines. I was like,
Ding.
oh,
Yeah,
it's Halo.
Oh, the warthog.
Yeah. It was great.
When it panned out to like actually reveal the ring, the Halo
yeah,
going
and
around,
that's
I
the
was
other
like,
thing.
I'm gonna cry.
And then you
I
saw
don't even
Master
play the
Chief's
game.
helmet.
Yeah, all that. And that's the other thing. I don't think 4 and 5 did ever take place on a ring.
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. Like now
See,
might
they
be
because,
did it wrong.
5, like a lot of it took place on Sang Helios and
correct.
all this other stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it did take
I
place
don't think
on
it did either. So what's nice to hear, and I think a lot of developers are doing this. They're listening to the community,
Yes.
and they're like, "We'll do whatever you say."
do
which kind of sucks if it's too much. Like I don't want them to like totally stifle their.
But I mean, if
direction.
an entire consumer base is saying we would really like it if these games returned to their essence,
Yeah.
that's something that's not not that hard
Right.
to cater to. And it's something that obviously, if you're able to please your consumer base, it's going to turn a profit for
Right.
you.
But it's not a guarantee for success. Like I'm definitely still hestant. I'm like,
I mean,
it's still
this was-
343,
this was
and they
just a
haven't made
teaser
a great
trailer.
game. 4
This-
was pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But you
This
know what I mean? I'm
is-
still like, and it looks like it's not going to be out. People are saying like next gen consoles. That's what
I mean, if they don't give next gen
it could be a
consoles are
while.
starting to be rumored to be at least 3 years away,
Yeah.
and if they haven't even given a release window yet,
Yeah.
it
I don't know.
might be.
I hope not, but whatever.
Well, I mean, the nice thing is, the thing you don't have to worry about though is since Microsoft has already done such a good, put so many steps in place of ensuring backward compatibility.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee you, if it comes out, they'll be like, oh yeah, and you'll be able to play this on Xbox One, no problem.
yeah.
Arkshay says Halo of the Wild, take my money, just do the thing.
Halo of the
Yeah.
Wild,
Wild.
take my money.
I got a great response, so that was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really great to see that, and a great way to open it because especially since fans have been clamoring from
Yeah.
it for so long.
Do you think I'll be able to play it on mobile?
No,
I hope not.
Also, Mogan, you started a religious war by saying books are for chumps.
This is what I live for.
Somebody says you recommended a book to them to read.
That wasn't me.
Christ.
Hypocrite.
Sleepwalking.
All right, so let's run through,
I was sleepwalking.
I wasn't there.
let's run through some of these other ones here real quick from Xbox, from the Microsoft conference. Then some of the smaller ones, Battletoads, a new Battletoads game was.
What is Battletoads?
It's a game from like
This is
1991,
getting dorkier and
The
dorkier.
early 90s.
early 90s game right there.
Battletoads was like a running joke when I was in middle school that you would like call your local what was it called? The store before it got bought up by GameStop. It was called like something. Oh my god, what
Not
was it
Babbage's.
called?
There was a
No,
Babbage, right?
I want to say eBay, but that's definitely not what it was called.
That's online.
It was ePlay. I don't remember what it
Maybe
was
something
called.
like that.
I just got my first shout out. I just want everybody to know.
No.
Yay, Sam.
What's up, Lewis? Lewis says, what? Sam's on the show now?
She is new edition.
Anyways, the whole point was you would call your local GameStop
Yes.
and troll them about wanting Battletoads, and they'd be like, "No, we
No,
don't
you
want Battletoads."
don't. You don't want Battletoads.
So let's see. Cuphead is getting some DLC in 2019. Crackdown 3, you got to see a new trailer for that. February 2019 release window for that one. I don't really care. Nothing
No.
about that game excited me.
What about
I
the
liked the
Cuphead
first
stuff?
one.
Are you still
It was
playing
fun.
Cuphead?
I need to go back and finish Cuphead. I keep going back to Cuphead, trying like
hard.
10
It's so
times,
hard.
stopping
I know.
and just being annoyed and frustrated and stopping and be
It's
like, I'll
so
get back to
fun
it
for
again.
about 4 minutes, and then you hate yourself.
But you know, streamers are going to be psyched about that because
Oh,
when
yeah.
it
Yeah.
first came out, Cuphead was huge in streaming.
But you get a new
Everybody was streaming Cuphead.
you get a new playable character, the
pretty.
legendary Chalice. You get her to play.
Yay! Is she
So let's
pretty?
see. She is. Let's see.
that up.
Moving on through a couple other ones. Oh man, there are a lot of big games here.
Gears.
Forza Horizon 4
Oh, yeah.
is coming out
That,
October 2nd.
you know,
that looked pretty
I-
interesting for a racing game.
I thought people that like racing games would like that.
Wait, so this was the
Looks
one where
big.
they were like, by the
Weather.
way, it's going to be online and like everybody that's
Yeah.
around is all other
Yeah.
online players.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty
that
cool.
one looked pretty cool.
I was
I
pretty
really
interested
am not into
Yeah.
racing games, and I was like, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the
and how easily
seasons.
you can join up with somebody and go
Yeah.
run and do something. The
Yeah.
seasons, weather
Yeah,
changing,
yeah.
different stuff like that. Some great
It's
stuff.
Not bad at
Oh
all.
yeah, the weather changes.
Yeah.
I was psyched. I love
Lakes
that kind of stuff.
turn
It's
into
really
I
cool.
really
yeah,
like
turning
that
to
kind
ice
of
and
Yeah,
get on there. That was
yeah,
badass.
that's pretty cool.
Jump Force.
so pretty.
A new fighting game starring a lot of anime characters. Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece, Death Note crossover is basically what it all is. Just Cause 4, December 4, 20.
People do
2018.
like that game a lot, though.
Well, and
I'm not-
another confirmed game from the Walmart Canada League.
Haha, good job, Walmart Canada.
They made some jokes about Walmart.
Yeah, they did, especially in Bethesda and stuff.
Yeah.
Metro Exodus, February 22nd, 2019. Already talked about that one a little bit. Again, didn't get much on this, but still excited about it. Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Hey,
Yes.
nice.
Oh my gosh. I went back and watched the trailer and
So
I like
good.
I actively wanted to cry
So good.
just
Please
watching
cry.
it. I was like,
PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is getting a new map this summer. Sea of Thieves is getting an update with some with the Ancient Evil update. Let's see. Xbox One Games Pass is getting some new high profile titles as of their conference, such as The Division and Fallout 4. Xbox is also getting a fast start feature that makes Game Pass titles load faster. All this news, by the way, is coming to you from GameSpot. And then, okay, so the big ones here that I feel like we want to spend a little bit more time in. Oh, wait, well, no, here's another one. Dying Light 2 was announced, which I have not got around to playing Dying Light. It's one that's always been very interesting. The music is spectacular,
Yeah.
so I'm interested to play Dying Light 2. Pretty excited for that. Looked really great. I don't know how big. I'm not a fan. I don't know if you are, Mogan, or Zach. Devil May Cry 5.
For me, you don't want to know if I'm a fan?
Are you a fan of Devil May
what
Cry
it was?
5?
Oh, I love that game.
Sam, you don't
never
have to
heard of
lie.
it.
It's okay.
I don't know what it is.
I will say.
I figured you would probably be the one who's most excited
So
about
the
this
thing
one.
is, the Devil May Cry, what was essentially a reboot, just DMC and then whatever else they called it, not
was
well
DMC
received.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, DMC Devil May Cry. So stupid for starters. Bad naming. It was pretty polarizing within fans of like the Devil May Cry series. First of all, I don't like this new guy, whatever his name is, new upstart, whoever he is. Not
But
a
it shows
fan.
off
Young
Dante at the
hotshot.
end.
Well, no, so Dante was at the very end. So
Yeah.
actual real Dante came roaring back in on his motorcycle at the very end, and I was like, Dante, finally, yay! And whoever awesome lady with the super southern drawl driving the van, big love for her. I don't know who that lady
She was
is,
pretty
but
funny.
I love her. So I'm on board for Van Lady and Dante.
Go
I
Van
don't
Lady.
care about whoever that middle guy protagonist is.
We'll talk about it more.
Don't move on yet.
Okay.
You have some comments to
Okay,
deal with.
go ahead.
Arkshay says they last played Devil May Cry on the PS2.
Ooh, nice.
wow.
It's a little behind, I take.
Just
it.
a little,
little
it's
bit.
okay. You know what? The best ones were on the PS2. Let's all be honest.
And we have a new person watching.
Oh, Kirok. What up, Kirok?
Oh, Kirok.
I can't believe they caught you live.
Oh, yeah, no, he missed the last one, so he was sad. He was sad he missed it, so that's great. He could catch us for this one.
Wait, isn't he another Canadian princess? I
believe he is.
That's two. Well, there's only one Canadian princess. That's all
Arkshay.
right. He can be a Canadian baron. Sure,
Royalty.
that's what his title
Canadian,
will be.
Canadian
No.
royalty.
Also, you had a request to talk about Pac-Man by my sister-in-law. Does anybody have any thoughts on Pac-Man?
Was something released about Pac-Man?
Isn't
I mean, we kind of talked a lot of shit on Pac-Man last week.
we did?
Wait, you guys actually talked about Pac-Man?
It was in the top
did.
300. You haven't listened to the latest
We
episode?
kind of bashed
No.
it. It wasn't good.
But no.
Wait, what do you have against Pac-Man?
No,
Nothing
specifically
against the
Miss
game.
Pac-Man.
It was
Miss
just
Pac-Man.
yeah, it was Miss Pac-Man for one, but nothing against
harder.
the game necessarily. It's just that this Game
It is
Informer ranked it
sexist.
within their like top 15 games of all time, and
We just hate women.
Hey, sometimes simplicity is all it takes.
yeah, I get it.
But you know what? We didn't agree with that sentiment even a little.
No, and okay, so we'll move on
He'll
and
be
talk
a
to it.
baron. He'll be a baron.
Who? Okay, he'll
Kirok.
be a baron. Cool. Canadian baron.
Okay, so we'll move on. We'll keep this one for later in Bethesda, but Fallout 76.
Okay.
They gave more info on that.
Like that.
I know that Cody will really want to
likey.
talk about that because him, his adorable Lady Candace, and me are all going to get Fallout 76. We're all
Really?
going to play it.
You guys
Yes.
going to Fallout 76?
But only because of Candace. Cody, I don't want to play with
Yes.
you. I'm only here for Candace.
nuke-
Yeah, we're gonna
nuke
we're gonna
everybody?
get him.
Okay, and then moving quite along really quick here. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit is a adventure that is set in the Life of Strange universe. It looks so fun, and it is coming out absolutely free on June 26th.
For free.
For free.
Now, the one thing
and-
they did announce later that your decisions in this game will play in to Life is Strange Season 2.
That's why I'm on board with it.
Same.
Because this means that
Like,
Life
They'll
is
change the
Strange
game
season-
depending on
Your
what
decisions.
everyone says?
Yes.
Or you mean like for you, the
For
game
you.
will
For
change?
you. For the
The
player.
idea is
Not that they'll build the
yeah,
game.
so
Right,
it's
right,
kind
right.
of more
Wow,
or less
that'd be
like a
interesting.
demo that where all of your save data will transfer over.
Right.
In essence.
So,
I
Interesting.
really hope that adorable kid doesn't die. I feel like he's
God, I
probably
know.
going to die.
Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I feel like he's not going to live. It's going to be heartbreaking.
but anyway, so because of that, play the Adventures of Captain Spirit, the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, on whatever platform you plan on playing Life is Strange 2.
I can't wait to like cry and have my mind
God, so
blown
many
all over
tears.
again. It's going to be amazing.
We got more information on The Division 2, March 15th, 2019 release date. We'll talk about that again in Ubisoft's more, but
I didn't.
okay, we'll
I
save
don't
it.
remember
We'll save it.
much from it.
It's all right. It's very negligible.
Let's see. Okay, so Gears of War. They announced Gears 5.
Gears look good, I think.
Gears Tactics, which is another like RTS strategy game, and Gears Pop.
That's
A
right,
game,
yeah.
a video game based on Gears character in the style of Funko Pops.
Okay, that's
right.
Which I
very
saw and I was
bizarre.
like, super bizarre.
Yeah.
But Gears 5 looked tight.
I thought Gears 5 looked good. That's all I really.
Okay, so here we go. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ooh.
What?
I don't care.
could give. Oh, okay.
But I know Mogan cares.
I thought you were saying you were excited because I could, especially after that trailer, could give zero shits
that's okay.
about Kingdom Hearts.
That's
3.
okay. No, I'm totally okay with that. I fully understand that Kingdom Hearts is like not acceptable for at least 96%
trailer-
of the total world population.
The trailer started. Daffy said something, and Sam was like, "Is that Daffy no, not Daffy. Sorry, Donald Duck. And so I was like, is that Donald Duck? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, is this? And I was like, I have no idea what this video game is. The trailer did no.
Oh, it's the one with all the characters?
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
it is.
weird.
It's
Oh,
the one.
you're excited?
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
People
So for
love. If you like
starters-
Kingdom Hearts, you love. Kingdom
Now's
I know.
your
Lewis
chance.
loves it. He says,
What?
I'm in the 4%.
Yes, 4%.
The whole thing about it is
4%.
the trailer did it no favors. The trailer they played was terrible.
Damn.
You don't understand.
No. I'm not even talking about from a gameplay story mode perspective. I'm talking
We're
about
gonna get there.
I'm talking about production values.
Oh,
There were parts of that trailer.
cheaply made.
Did you watch it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay,
my
you need to
God.
watch it because there are literally a part in the middle. You know, it goes to the beginning, introduces the world of Frozen in it. You know, you meet Anna,
I
Elsa,
did see bits and pieces,
Olaf,
actually.
all
I
that
remember
stuff.
that.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, crossover.
Exactly, and they kept introducing new things like Pirates of the Caribbean. You saw some Monsters Inc. All that different stuff. Whatever. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this game because it's terrible. But they did come to a part in the trailer where they started playing a song, like a full song with like words and all that. And then they had like some vocal lines from in-game, but no sound effects, no in-game music. So it's just this very odd thing of like these action scenes where people are like dodging, rolling, being attacked,
silent.
and there's just silent except for this underlying audio track.
Yeah.
It was bizarre and weird.
Does sound like that doesn't work.
That is a part of the presentation that was a little bit subpar, but when you actually play the game, there will be music in the background, and I'm excited about
Okay.
it, and you can't bring me down,
But still,
bro.
I mean, everything. Okay, I mean, that's fine if you love it.
And
But
for the
like
first
everything
time
I've seen
ever,
about it, I'm just
at
like,
least
what?
as far as
don't
I know,
care.
for the first time ever, it will also be on Xbox. So now's your time, my friend.
There you go. There you go.
Jump onto the third act.
So that is coming
What's
out
going on?
January 29th, 2019.
Wait, what comes out?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh,
3.
good. I thought we had moved on.
Let's see. Okay, I think. Oh, last big game, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. I might have butchered that name.
So that one.
This is the new game from Software.
Was that
So-
when you play Samurai?
So I was wrong in my
that
predictions
looks
there.
Freaking
Ninja
awesome.
So I was wrong in my predictions there. That's the one where I predicted that snippet we saw from, I think it was the Game Awards. I said
Yes.
that was going to be Bloodborne 2.
Right.
And I was incorrect, but in a very good way.
I think
It looked pretty
because
sweet.
the
That game
product
looks
that we're
very
getting
sweet.
instead looks awesome.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
it does
not
look
like
really
those
great.
hack and slash games. I'm not totally into, but for some
But
reason,
this isn't hack and slash, it's Soulsborne with
right.
samurais.
Okay. Whatever we call it, I do love like the direction of it, and I would actually be interested. in
And
getting
it looks like the combat is going to be really amped up with the addition of the grappling hook. This was the trailer. I think I might be getting two games confused potentially, but
Yeah,
that
is
was the
there
trailer
another-
where the guy, like, there was a horse-mounted assailant coming at him, and he threw his
Yes.
grappling hook at the
His
guy.
arm can become
and,
like an attachment.
grappled to him
Yeah.
and then beat the shit out of him, and I was like, yes, I'm
samurai
here
game?
for that.
Ghost of Tsushima.
There was.
And
What's
that's
what are we talking about?
We're talking about Psycho Shadow.
Sekiro.
right.
Sekiro.
One of them I
Sekiro
like.
Shadows Die
Sekiro.
Twice. I bet
One
you're
of them
talking
I
about
like.
Shadows Die Twice.
Probably. Yeah.
They were both good. You're not wrong on
no,
either.
they
They
both
both
look
okay.
awesome.
Fair enough.
But so this one's slated for a 2019 release window.
E3, Year of the Samurai.
Okay.
2019.
So the big thing then to wrap up Microsoft, we all agree, we're going ahead and jumping ahead. It was the best conference of the show.
I loved it.
I think mainly because they spent the last few years, and this is what we've complaining about, that they didn't give us games, they weren't giving us exclusives,
Yes.
but we felt like they were laying the groundwork for that by providing either the best, great console experiences, great services, and
Yeah.
all that. And now they're releasing the games. Oh wait, the biggest news.
I think you might talk about the
of
game that
Microsoft.
I thought was my favorite. What was your? Oh, you're talking about them acquiring different.
Yes.
Yeah, that was big news.
So Microsoft announced that they acquired 5 new studios. What's up?
You have a new commenter,
Ooh,
Brandon.
what's up, Brandon?
It's not really a Soulsborne game, but it does borrow elements such as the level design.
we go.
Exactly.
Mogan.
Hey, I'm
it
sorry.
Now there's just a side conversation about Mogan always being right.
Well, I am always right.
Mogan is always
Apparently,
right.
she also says that pants are for chumps.
They are for chumps. I'm not
true.
wearing pants.
Pants
for
are for
starters.
chumps.
Let
I
it be
love
known
pants.
there are no pants happening on this side of the show. Fender's not wearing pants.
That's
Down
true.
with pants all the time.
Down with
You wear 'em.
pants, literally to the ground, no pants.
So Microsoft announced that they were
Yeah.
adding 5 new studios, one completely new and acquiring 4 others. The completely new one is the Initiative. This is all from Polygon. This entirely new Santa Monica, California-based studio is being headed up by Daryl Gallagher, a former studio head at Crystal Dynamics of Tomb Raider fame. His charter at the Initiative is to assemble, quote, world-class talent to create groundbreaking new game experiences, end quote. The second one was Undead Labs, Seattle-based team behind State of Decay and State of Decay 2, has officially joined the Microsoft fold. And then Playground Games, the UK-based team behind the Xbox PC exclusive Forza Horizon series, is similarly making its Microsoft relationship permanent. Now, this was the big one. Ninja Theory. Ninja Theory made Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice that came out in August of last year. PS4 exclusive game at the time. It was released to Xbox within the last couple months.
Yeah.
Now it is a Microsoft studio.
Nice.
That is crazy.
Nice.
And a big win for Xbox.
I love it. Just seems like they're putting a lot of faith into themselves.
Yes.
They're like, okay,
Finally.
let's really recommit to what we set out to do.
I mean,
and make,
consumers respond to confidence.
Right.
And if
Yeah.
you
It's a
don't
very
make
confident
me
move.
think that you have a product
We
I
want to-
need,
yeah,
then
get
I'm
y'all
not going to
good
be on
games.
board with
I know.
that.
So
yeah, you have to make me want to buy
They're
into it.
reinvesting into themselves as a company that makes video games. It's
Yes.
nice.
Finally.
and the last,
finally.
seriously. And that's why I think they won for me.
That was a big part of it. That's a big part of it. So what, the game I'm thinking of must.
Oh, wait,
it's not.
there's one
it's-
more.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Compulsion Games, Canadian developer behind the upcoming We Happy Few, which finally they have a release date for in August. I think it's like August 10th. I'm so excited for that game.
So
BioShock vibes out the wazoo. It looks awesome.
I will say that actually We Happy Few is potentially my top game that I'm excited for.
Wow.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm very excited for it.
intrigued by the entire concept of the game, and the more I see of the art style, the more I like it. When I initially saw stills of it years ago now, I
Yeah.
was like, no. And the more I see of it, the more I'm like, yeah,
It looks so good.
I'm on board now. So I'm definitely changing my tune, and I think I'm going to really like it when it comes out.
Alrighty. Okay. Moving on now to Bethesda.
Oh my God, get to something that's exciting. I'm so bored.
We're getting
okay,
there.
we'll talk about
Howard was
Pac-Man.
there.
Todd
Anyone
Howard
can make you more excited.
was amazing.
He's
I don't
great.
remember really watching him much past E3s.
Yeah.
Sam pulled out the
Have you
Game
seen
Boy.
it,
She's going to
Sam?
start playing a Game Boy.
Here we go.
She's going to start playing the Game Boy.
I was, yeah, go
Is
ahead.
this something I should Google?
No, not really.
Or
She
Savior?
just asked if I'd seen him.
Todd
I'm just
Howard?
saying, like, he's cool.
He is
He
cool.
wears cool clothes.
He does wear cool clothes.
There
Mario.
was an entire
Spiffy
quick
leather
tangent.
jacket.
There was an entire Polygon article about the real winner of E3 was everybody's awesome jackets.
Yeah.
And like they went through and ranked all the cool
Some good
jackets. And I was
jackets.
like, yeah, this is a good article.
Jacket game was on point. Okay, so let's run through Bethesda real quick. Go back to the beginning. I lost my spot. Okay, let's do the quick ones first. Elder Scrolls Blades is a mobile game that's based. Okay, what are your thoughts on that?
You're shaking your
well,
head.
I was shaking my
very
head, but I don't know
disappointed.
if I should verbally say it because maybe there is actually potential for that. I don't give a shit about
I
it.
didn't really. It didn't look that exciting for me. I
No.
felt like it was
And
just
it-
another placeholder to like all the re-releases of Skyrim before Elder Scrolls 6.
I mean, they put a lot of work in that game, though.
They did.
I will say that. So, like, part of me is like, wow, good for them for putting a lot of work. But it's like, why did they put so much work into this? Like, maybe
Yeah.
they should have been focused on something else. Like, I can't imagine anyone wanting to play that on their fucking
Exactly.
phone.
I know.
Why would you
It's
wanna
like playing
do that?
Fortnite on mobile.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't.
It's
terrible.
insane.
It's just
Who
something
hates
that I can't-
themselves
yeah.
that much?
I can't connect with it.
Elder Scrolls Legends, their card game that
Oh,
they
yeah.
have, is coming to Switch. And PS4, Xbox One.
Finally, the product I wanted.
Yeah, isn't it? Fallout Shelter, like I said earlier, is out on Switch and PS4, out as of their release, as of their conference. Prey got some DLC and some updates that were also out as of the night of.
That really took me for a loop.
know.
That Prey got DLC because I kind of thought with its lackluster reception, not in terms of how critically acclaimed it was, which it was pretty well
It just didn't
received.
do very well.
It just didn't do
Yeah.
well commercially, so I'm
Right.
surprised to see that they're still putting resources into it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It
Right.
just surprised me.
Yeah. Quake Champions, the big thing there. They're
was
still
kinda
working on
cool.
that game, but the big thing about that is if you downloaded that week, you could get it
Yeah,
free forever.
which people did.
Yeah.
A lot of people did.
I mean, that's a pretty good deal.
I mean, Quake has a
that
massive
looks
cult following.
fun.
it looks fun, but it's PC only, so I can play it.
Yeah,
So
well,
I'm just kind
you
of
know.
sad about that.
If I did pay it, I'd be good at
Your
it. So that's
poor
all I want to say.
Mac.
Yeah,
So
I know.
sad.
Okay, so getting into their bigger games, Rage 2 is what they started off their show with. Rage 2 looks really fun.
Oh,
I'm very
yeah.
excited
We were like,
about
what
Rage
are we
2.
watching? I remember watching. I'm like, what is this?
Boo.
So
I didn't even know what Rage 1 was.
it looks pretty sweet. It looks like a
Exactly.
great
Yeah,
mix
I did.
of like Borderlands and Doom for me,
Yeah.
which I'm on board with that because I love Doom. I've always been curious about the original Rage, and they put it on sale this week, so I bought the original Rage.
Nice.
Go back
I was
and
definitely
play.
one of the guys watching like, shut up and tell me about Elder Scrolls. I was definitely one of those guys.
I'm going to go on ahead and put $100 down. Jarrett never plays Rage 1.
Probably. That's a safe bet. But it was on sale, and I was like, I'm going to go with this.
Double down. Double more money.
Just because it's a big thing because it's a new IP, but they announced Starfield.
Dude, that actually is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That's because that is coming out before
Elder Scrolls 6, which they also announced.
Right, so we're jumping ahead, I guess. But but that's interesting, and I have actually a lot of hope for Starfield because it sounds like something that it sounds like something that's going to be, hopefully, in my opinion, like a sci-fi version of a role. It's going to be like a role-playing sci-fi kind of thing, I think. I don't know.
That's the one where they had like a special guest appearance from Fox, right?
No.
Wait, what game am I thinking of?
Starlink
Oh,
Assault.
these names. That's not my bad.
No. We'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
I don't know. I have no idea what Starfield is, but I do hope that it is somehow can keep me entertained until Elder Scrolls in a similar way. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. They also announced a VR game, a Wolfenstein VR game, where you hack Nazi robots. It is called Wolfenstein Cyberpilot.
Timely.
Wolfenstein Youngbloods, a new Wolfenstein game. It's a sequel set in the 1980s, starring B.J. Blazkowicz's twin daughters, and it will be co-op. So that's fun.
People were digging that. People were like, "That's pretty awesome."
Wolfenstein's entire slogan should be Wolfenstein, we're always on time. Because it seems like no matter when they release games, it's always very politically on it.
Yeah.
They're
As long
always
as you're
right on the
killing
money.
Nazis.
As long as you're killing Nazis,
Nazis.
you're okay.
I want my scams.
All right. Okay, the other big one before we get into the big top 2 games of this one, they announced Doom Eternal.
I was pretty.
People were digging that.
Wait, you want to say it again
people
so
were
that people can
excited
actually
about
know
that.
what you're talking about?
Doom Eternal. Sorry, I had to do it like one of the demons in the soundtrack. But anyway, so that is
That
it.
was terrifying.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're scared. Shake
You know
it
what
off.
I didn't-
Also, I've never seen you so excited.
Oh my god, I was so excited for Doom.
Dear God, he's possessed already.
You know what I didn't like? That
What?
that'd be really mean. That musician that played at the beginning.
Oh, Andrew WK?
Yeah. I was
What do
with
you
my.
have against Andrew WK?
I don't know who is he.
Oh wait, I forget you're like 12.
I don't know who that is.
I forget.
I didn't
you're
know
like
who it is.
So
12.
I was
I'll
with my
show
friends
you.
online watching. We were all just like, "Who is this?" Like, why is he here? And we were just
He played during Rage 2. He opened the show.
yeah.
You
we
really
were,
don't know who that is? He's
no.
Jared didn't either. He's the one with
didn't
the
either.
album cover with the bloody nose on the white shirt.
so what's his band?
Andrew WK.
Is
He's
that
so
him?
funny. I secretly love Andrew WK.
I don't
I
know
just
how
felt
you
like
don't know who he is.
I felt like that was so early in the
You know my
presentation.
upbringing.
I was like, this
Well,
just
yeah,
feels awkward.
I know why Jared doesn't know him.
There he is.
Hold on, look, but maybe do you not know that?
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I have.
And he
seen
always
that.
wears a white T-shirt.
He's
and white
like
jeans.
known for being like a party hardy guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's what his whole thing is about, partying. That's all
Yeah,
he does.
yeah,
is
he's
party.
all about partying.
But he doesn't ever like explicitly say what partying
Skyrim and
is.
Alexa. That was actually really fun.
That was great.
Yeah,
that commercial
was
they did with
very-
Keegan Michael Key.
I love self-deprecating.
Oh, I see. I
humor.
just glazed over those comments because I didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah.
What are they talking
Sorry,
about?
Skyrim on
They,
Alexa.
they always
Oh.
like re-release Skyrim. They've been doing that for years, and so they had. Did you see that?
Yeah, I
they
did.
It was so funny.
Sorry, I missed your
that's okay.
Alexa play Skyrim comments.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, Doom Eternal. Could not be more excited for Doom. I loved Doom from 2016. It was amazing. Now it's hell on Earth. You're not fighting on Mars. You are literally fighting on Earth, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to rip and tear demons all over the place, and it's going to be great.
You go get it.
You get him,
Get
champ.
that gold medal.
Already been confirmed.
Gold medal.
Mick Gordon's coming back to do the soundtrack. I'm going to rock out so hard to that too.
See, that's what makes that game so great is the soundtrack.
that is
yes,
truth.
that's awesome news.
Yeah. Soundtrack is great.
Okay, so the big ones then. Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. That was the last thing they did.
Yeah, the
first
last
of
thing
all.
they did.
First, they did Fallout 76.
Right, which
they
we'll
did at
spend more time on
Microsoft.
that one, I feel like. Yeah, so we already knew about Fallout 76. So
Yeah, that's true.
Elder Scrolls 6,
Yeah.
as the resident Elder Scrolls fan,
Yeah, that's.
How did that make you feel?
Fine.
So wait, do they?
I was like, I knew they were gonna do it. Like, I knew it was coming. I was hoping for more. Like, basically, they had some intern,
And that was one of my-
Hey, put the title card over some rendering of.
and that was
some
my
landscapes.
prediction for this. Was I said that
There
like,
we go.
I predicted
Appease the nerds for a little bit.
I was
Sent
predicting
him
that
out
they
into
would
a
do.
park with a camera, and they were like, "Go wild, son."
Yeah, come on.
I was predicting
No.
that they would release. I was hoping for a full trailer because
Yeah, me too,
my
man.
reaction was my thought on it
been long
is
enough,
that it's
damn
been
it.
so long.
Yeah.
They've done so much with the re-releasing of Skyrim
Yeah.
that at this point, just releasing the title card would
Yeah.
make fans more mad than actually releasing a trailer.
I'm actually more in the camp of like, yeah, I wish there was more. And like,
Yeah.
and as much as Starfield, I hope is good, it's like, damn it, like I have to
wait for Starfield for them to finish that. Like, I don't even know if they're finished with that game. It sounds like
if they didn't give a release window, it's a ways off.
and like so that means Elder Scrolls is gonna be like
well, they're going to be
2022.
next gen. They're going to be next gen.
Yeah,
they already said that.
It's gonna be a long time.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
gonna be a real
think
long
Elder
time.
Scrolls 6 is going to be the next gen.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But
Well, because Starfield is going to be. They already said that.
Oh, did they really?
so think
okay.
about that.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
But that means Starfield will most likely be a launch title.
Starfield better be good.
So then you might
That's
get
all I'm saying.
Elder Scrolls
Yeah,
6
Starfield sucks.
within a
I'm gonna
year,
be
with 2 years
pissed.
after that. Okay,
Damn,
so
so Fallout 76 looks like
Fallout
it
76.
hold me over for a bit.
what thoughts on Fallout 76?
I'm
think it's
excited
cool.
for it.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
For one who is not a super big Fallout
Did you play
fan.
4?
No.
No? You should
I
play
played
4.
3 a little bit
Yeah,
and just didn't
fair
get
enough.
into it.
Okay.
And so then
It's their
that's
ugly
why
games.
I didn't.
It's their ugly.
It's not even that. It just I don't know. I just couldn't get into
Yeah.
it as much as other RPGs. So I never
Elder
gave Fallout
Scrolls.
4 a shot. But Fallout 76, being that it deviates
Yeah.
a bit from
Yeah.
that in the gameplay style, like you don't have to like a lot of people are noticing you don't have the VAT system in combat and different stuff like that because it's more
that
like
true?
well, it's real time. You're dealing
guess
with
you
people
can't do
online. You
VATs.
can't really
Yeah, I
have this
guess
like
you're
thing
right.
that pauses time to get you a better shot.
Yeah.
So
But I
don't know. That
my
might make it better
fear,
for me.
I think they're real. I'm interested. I have a lot of faith in Bethesda, and I think they can actually. I hope they execute this well. But something they talked about a lot, like this is not going to be a lot of people in here. When you go,
It's gonna be like 12 or something like that.
it's not going to be a party. It's going to be like 12, and it's a big map, 4 times bigger than Fallout 4, and Fallout 4
is
is
crazy.
humongous. So I don't know exactly how that's going to work. But it sounds a heck of a lot better than like Grand Theft Auto Online, which like I'm
Right.
excited that people. I hope, and I don't know, maybe it will happen, but I hope people don't just like wander around, kill. I hope there's some strategy involved with how people interact with each other and like. I don't know. Did they say you can like set up stores and like can you like participate in the
I think so, yeah.
like can you
It's like it has
can
base
you be
building.
more than can you be anything other than enemies?
Yeah.
You know,
I think so.
can you
Yeah,
work
yeah, yeah, yeah.
together?
I want to
No,
be
you
a
can.
shopkeep.
Yeah, I want to be.
That sounds
I
great.
want to sell umbrellas.
No,
you
no.
know?
I want to sell
can-
umbrellas.
you can
Watch out
be
for those rads.
you can be like you can create alliances,
get
play with
nuked by
friends, but you
Mogan,
might get
'cause
nuked by
she-
Mogan
yeah.
because of course that's what she's gonna do.
She's evil.
No, you heard
Yeah.
me. I'm going to open up
You're
a
gonna
shop.
be a shopkeeper
and I'm
who
gonna
sells
sell
nukes.
umbrellas
That's what
and
that's
nukes.
your alias.
So, but I mean, it does look really cool. They also said
Get your
obviously,
umbrellas
Umbrella
here.
Here's the launch codes.
they said that
Sounds
you
fun.
can play it single player as well as co-op. So it's
Right.
like it will be easier
Right.
co-op,
Right.
but you can do it solo. So
I think it's cool.
I think it'll be
like,
great, too.
You know, in the thing about Fallout 4, which that's the first Fallout that I played. I was like, this is a really good first-person shooter. So it's nice to see that like that much of that trailer was action and shooting. It was less RPG, more action and shooting. And I think like Fallout can hold that properly. I don't think it will fail in supporting that.
Agreed. Okay, so that's pretty much all of Bethesda. Moving on to literally the worst conference of E3, Square Enix.
Was it the worst?
I literally watched it. For me, I watched it.
I
and
was about
like,
to say, it might just be for you, buddy.
I watched it and I was literally like, okay, Shadow of the Tomb Raider obviously looks awesome. It looks fun.
Thank you. Good night.
Saw more of Just Cause 4 that I'm not into that series. And then we saw the same dumb Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer again.
Somebody really hates Kingdom Hearts. Try to keep your prejudices to yourself. I'm the only one allowed to pile on the hate.
Are you a Disney fan?
Duh.
Oh.
God, what is wrong
That's
with
the
you, Sam?
problem.
I am both a Disney and a Final Fantasy fan. So when they smashed the two of those things together, I was like, God is real, you guys.
What do you mean? Miracles happen all the
Miracles
time.
happen every day.
Yeah, right?
I just
Case
really
in point.
hate Disney.
All I have to do is boot up Kingdom Hearts and I'm there.
Yeah, way to support Disney.
Yeah, I hate,
I'm not sorry.
hate Disney.
I love
I love them. I'm not sorry.
Lewis says he's going to
Great
buy me Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
I won't play it.
Yeah, don't do it.
I'll burn it.
You know what? If we get 500 new subscribers, Sam has to play all of Kingdom Hearts 3.
And how much time do you have to get 500 new subscribers?
5 months.
8 years?
5 months
5 months.
until release date.
Until release date.
Okay, so
You gotta,
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Let's do
okay.
it. When is
You've
it
gotta-
released?
Yeah, when's
January
it-
29th.
All right,
if
you've
it-
got until
if by
January
500.
29th,
You have
2019.
500 YouTube subscribers. I will play it.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm excited
That's a
about
lot
that.
of subscribers.
But
Yeah,
it'd be awesome.
good luck.
Yes.
All right. We'll
I'm going
hold
to do
that.
everything I can to shit talk this podcast.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Please. No, please don't.
We really
Lewis
shot.
says we can make that happen. He's on it.
All right, here we go. So let's run through this. We found
Wait,
we learned.
somebody wants to know if you had a bad experience at Disney World or something. No.
I've never been.
I think he's just still butthurt that Disney bought out Star Wars.
Yes.
Well, we
Hey,
also
that's a fair thing to be.
We also
met working at a Disney ad lab that was the worst place ever. So.
not because
Justifiable. Justifiable.
Also, I just don't like Disney.
Okay, so we learned more about the awesome adventures of Captain Spirit, a little bit more about that. Dragon Quest XI was announced that it's coming now to the West, or to us. Sorry, that was backwards. On September 4th.
They're east, our west.
Exactly. There we go.
Well, it's all relative,
Yeah.
right?
You go enough in a circle far enough. Yeah.
Planet, you guys.
We're
all one, man.
Final
We're all just
Fantasy.
a human race.
Feel it.
Final Fantasy 14 is getting an update. It's a crossover event with Monster Hunter World.
That looks really cool. So the thing is, me and Bro Mogan are now having to scramble to get our hunter rank high enough that we can actually hunt this really cool new crossover monster. So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
It's going to be pretty sweet.
And then, obviously, like I said, more of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That game is coming out September 14th, 2018. The one game, though, that I was very excited about and was pretty curious about is The Quiet Man. They did nothing else other than just reveal a trailer showing off a little bit of gameplay and a little bit of stuff about it, but you play a deaf protagonist.
A quiet man.
I can identify with that.
So it was it'll be interesting to see how they work with that mechanic. All right. I do want to go a little bit out of order here, so we can give Sam some stuff to talk about.
Also, did everybody notice the new decor?
Oh,
Yeah,
The
look at our sweet
splatter
Splatoon
shot.
gun.
The splat gun.
It's hanging up now. The wall is more
There
complete.
paint
Yeah.
there?
Splatoon gun.
You can put
Jared and Sam
gun
and I
in it.
really
Yeah?
went out into
Can
the
you
backyard.
shoot paint out of
no,
it?
we
Yeah.
shot each
Oh my
other
God,
with
you
it.
missed it.
We all went out into the backyard and shot each other with real
We'll
aim.
show
Bought
you
it
It was
at the
amazing.
Toys R Us closeout sale.
It's a,
It was
yeah.
well worth the $20.
It was well worth it.
It was.
Money
Came
well
with these
spent, you
goggles.
guys.
I like
Okay,
it.
so we're
the
gonna
paint right there.
we're gonna jump.
This is
then
all real. You guys
Oh,
aren't
yeah.
lying.
That's real ink.
we're gonna
You can
jump.
really shoot people with it.
Spend a little bit more time in this one. We're gonna jump to Nintendo.
nice.
Finally.
Okay, so the quick announcements there. Daemon X Machina was announced. Fire Emblem Three Houses was announced. Will be coming out in 2019. Fortnite Battle Royale is out on Switch, which I will say
come
I
on.
downloaded it,
Come
played
on.
it on the Switch. It's great.
Gotta love it.
It is
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
much better.
That
Worlds
game's
better.
good.
If you got it on the Switch too, we could finally play.
Did you get it?
I will get
Would
it.
you?
I mean, it's free.
If you get it, I'll get it.
I would
and
tell
then we'll
you
all three play, and
would
then we'll
land in
all
the ocean
you'll-
every time.
You'll have to carry me hard.
But the nice
On
thing,
board.
I'm literally going to be dragging you
getting
down
wins.
like dead weight.
it is a world's better way to play in a mobile format rather than on your phone. On your phone sucks.
Yeah,
I
that
tried
Nintendo
it.
Switch
Sounds
Pro.
fun.
What is that?
Sorry, Kirok, it didn't happen.
Oh.
We knew about this. This was his big.
Oh, was that his prediction?
His prediction.
How I'm always right and he's always wrong.
And they didn't announce
They
it?
didn't announce it.
Burn.
The big thing though about Fortnite is it is crossplay compatible with Xbox, PC, and Mac, not
but
with Sony.
not Sony.
Ha-ha.
Oh,
I know.
shit.
That's
Aha.
kind of
How do you feel now?
That's a point off of them.
Yeah, point.
It is.
Oh,
Where's the board?
But anyway, the other big thing about Fortnite on the Switch is it has built-in voice chat. You do not have to use the Nintendo app.
Oh, that's nice. Wait, how do you do that?
Just on headphones that have a microphone or something.
Really?
Yeah,
Good for Switch.
I know.
right.
Good
That's
for
why
them.
I gave Switch a point.
There
They
you
got
go.
one.
They're about 15
Switch has gotta
years
catch up.
behind.
That's why they only have 2 points
Yeah.
right now.
Octopath Traveler is coming out July 13th. There is a demo coming out even sooner.
Quick timeout. I'm literally so it's We Happy Few or Octopath Traveler that I am the most excited about, and I say that because with all of the Octopath hype coming up, I went back and I'm replaying Bravely Second. That game is so good, you guys. It's so good. It's one of the best turn-based battle systems on planet Earth. I'm not even exaggerating. So I'm really excited for Octopath. I think because it's from the same lab. It's from Silicon Labs.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to be a really fun JRPG on the Switch.
Cool.
I think that might be my next game purchase because it comes out in July.
Yep, pretty soon.
There you go. That is really soon.
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee,
Let's go, Pikachu. Ha ha ha.
November
Let's go
16th,
Eevee.
2018.
Let's go, Eevee. Pikachu.
And then
It's a theme song. Right?
they also announced
Not.
I don't think that's right.
the other big one that they announced is Super Mario Party coming out October 5th, 2018.
I was super excited for that.
Yes.
That looked
Okay,
awesome.
so I've got 3 that I'm really excited
I
for.
thought that it's a nice throwback. They're like going back to the roots.
So real quick, Fuchsia did have some commentary on our Discord before we started recording, and she made a very solid point. Nintendo really effed up. They needed to have announced when Mario Party was premiered at E3. They needed to make it clear that it was going to be online compatible.
Right.
This is
They
one of
never
the
said that?
They didn't say
it will be.
It will be. So they
Yeah.
said it a few days later.
Yeah.
But they should have said it at the premiere
Yeah,
time.
that would have been
because that's
bigger.
what Mario Party
Yeah.
fans really have always wanted is
Yeah.
if you can make Mario Kart online, why can't Mario Party be online?
Yeah.
This is like next level excitement for me. I'm
Wow.
literally so happy about
Hope,
this,
like,
you
my
guys.
sister gets it. Like that's what we used to
I
play
think I'm
when
gonna
we were
like
younger.
throw up. I'm so excited.
It looks good too.
It looks
It does
really
look pretty
good.
20-minute gameplay
especially that you can do the thing with the if you have two switches next to it'll like link the screens
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
to like do some
Yeah.
new stuff. So that looks like it could be some
And
pretty fun stuff.
It is similar to Halo. It's kind of like a return to form.
It
They
is.
got rid of that shared car format,
hated
which
that.
everybody
Yeah,
hated.
yeah.
And it's more like the old school, but in the new style,
Yeah.
which everybody is psyched for.
We have a lot of people excited about Octopath. A lot of people excited about Mario Party Online.
Brandon asks if he's
Mario
the
Party
only one
does look
jazzed
good.
for Damon X Machina.
No,
That game
okay,
looks
so
rad.
I am really glad that he brought that up because when I saw that trailer, literally my thought was, is this a new Zone of the Enders?
I thought it was Gundam.
Which is, I love both of those things. I was a huge Gundam fan. Brandon knows, he was there with me. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that one. It looks like potentially the kind of big mech anime type game that I really am excited for. I really hope that it is like Zone of the Enders because the more I think about that game, now I'm like, God, that was a good ass game. That was such a good game.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that one equally.
Nice.
Arkshay also says it's always been their dream to drink and play Mario Party and be absolutely infuriated with all their online
No,
friends.
that's exactly what I'm looking like. Everyone on the Splatoon Discord is like, finally!
Great. It's gonna be great.
It's going to be the best.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is getting DLC in September.
I was surprised for that. I did not know they were going to be doing that. Exciting stuff.
Other big things because they did a quick video that was just like showing a whole bunch of different things. Like we got the release date for Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy coming to Switch, but the big one and the one that Sam and I are the most psyched about, very close up there for game of E3 for me. It's not, but it's close.
It's not. Spoiler, it's not.
Overcooked 2.
Oh,
I
that's
knew
not what
that you
thought
guys
were
would be
gonna say.
really excited
Oh
about
my
that.
God.
When
You
I
guys-
saw the trailer, I was like, they're going to freak out.
Because you guys loved the first one.
Oh,
yeah.
my
It was
God.
a big
Sam,
game
look
for
at
y'all. Yeah.
It is awesome, and it's
the only
coming
video game.
to Nintendo Switch, Xbox,
just the only one.
and PlayStation.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
going to be
it's
amazing.
coming out
Okay,
August
but have you played
7th.
it
I
any?
haven't.
It is stupid fun.
That's
It's
what
just
I've
so
heard.
easy and it's silly. And
Yeah.
It gets ridiculously crazy. It is a ton of
Oh
fun.
yeah, when our friend Michael was living with us, we would play it. The three of us would play it for so long that we would be at each other's throats, and we would have to like, okay, we have to call it for the night. We have to all
We're
go to
done.
bed
Because it just gets it's. We were
intense.
talking about it because we went back and we played a little bit of the first one, and we were talking about it
playing it
and saying,
again,
yeah,
off
we've been
and
kind of
on,
picking
yeah.
it up again. But it's definitely it goes in this mode where you start playing, you take a little bit of time to relearn. Get accustomed to the controls, especially if you're taking a break. Then you hit this moment where you peak. You are performing at the
on
ultimate
fire.
performance. You are getting all those orders in. You are chopping those tomatoes,
working
chopping
well
those
as a
onions,
team. Yeah.
just communicating.
Synergy.
Yeah, exactly. Synergy.
and then you're just all of
then
a sudden you're
you
just
just
totally
fall
fucked,
off.
and
Yeah.
it doesn't work anymore.
you just fall off to the depths of hell in your
Yeah.
cooperation with each other. And
It's a mark of a
So
good
it's
game.
like
Exactly.
Doom, but in a kitchen.
Yeah.
exactly. And so they
just
they were
They're adding a lot of new chefs.
Yeah.
There's a new kitty you can be and an octopus.
I want to be the octopus.
if you pre-order the game, you get five skins. And so obviously
What?
I pre-ordered.
Oh, that
But
sounds
also,
awesome.
right now the game is mostly you cook like burgers and pizza and soup.
I wanna make
and they're
burgers.
adding sushi and cake and
Pancakes,
all kinds of
nuggets.
shit.
I wanna make
Pancakes.
cake.
Like
I'm
so
hungry.
many different recipes.
Nice.
It looks insane. They're also adding the ability to be able to throw ingredients from each other to each other.
Ooh.
Normally you could only just like pass them, set them on a counter. The other person would have to come up, pick it up, and go. They're adding in all these different things to the new maps and settings and everything. It looks so awesome.
So does
Sweet.
the other person have to be like poised to make the catch?
Maybe.
Oh, that would
Maybe.
suck.
Who knows?
But yeah.
Arkshay says Overcooked is all the stress of cooking and none of the actual food.
Good
But
point.
the big thing about Overcooked 2 also, they are adding in online co-op or
Oh,
online play.
nice.
I mean,
Whereas the first
I
one
can
could
play
only
from
was
the
couch.
safety of my own
Yes.
home. That way, you guys can't like
can't
literally
threaten.
murder.
Oh,
me.
Yeah.
you can't play with us. You can only play against us.
Like,
We'll kick your
okay.
ass.
There you go.
Wait, can you actually play like competitively?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And we'll own you.
Okay. Well, you guys are married.
No
You're
question.
cheating. You have
Nah,
built,
I
you have
don't know about
built-in
that.
synergy.
I don't know about that. We are
So-
very good at finishing each other's sentences.
Sentences.
Oh,
I thought you were going to go
fail.
thought you were going to say sandwiches.
But we love Overcooked so much that the theme of Jarrett's birthday party this year is Overcooked. So
That's what's up.
Jaramir-palooza.
it's very
Jared
serious.
Palooza.
Yeah, that's what
There it
it's
is.
called.
2018.
Shit.
Palooza 2018.
Check your invites
Right
on
this
Facebook,
way.
invite
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, moving on to the big one then of Nintendo. Super Smash Brothers.
Can I leave now?
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
We need you to change. How does the Super
Super-
Smash Bros. Theme song go?
I
think so.
But I think
It's
I'm
epic,
right.
whatever.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
epic. Whatever.
Just
We can
imagine
just
epic
make
music.
something up and it'll be right.
So-
Anyways, yeah.
They went on for literally 30 minutes.
Guess who's back? Wait, no, you get. First of all, that just makes me think of Slim
Snake's
Shady.
back.
But
Guess
anyways,
who's
Snake.
Snake.
Oh,
Solid Snake.
Like when I saw Snake, I was like,
Yeah.
no fucking
So
way.
good. They gotta bring him back. He was
They
the
gotta bring him
favorite in the
back.
last
Freaking
one.
Snake.
I mean, the big thing
Yeah.
in this one is that they are literally bringing back every character who has
Yeah.
ever been in a Super Smash Bros. Game, and they're adding in a few new ones.
Yeah.
Even Ice Climbers.
Yeah. Hey, what's wrong with that?
But you're getting Ridley.
People, yeah.
You do
so
get Ridley. How about the little
has
cinematic?
been-
Dude, they do such a good job with their cinematic
That was
trailers.
a
They
fun
really
cinematic.
Like
do.
make a movie. It's like
Yeah.
what Blizzard did with
God,
Overwatch. I'm
for
like, this
real.
looks great.
Please
Mario,
make a real Samus movie.
and who was the other
That'd be
one?
pretty cool. I'd
I
watch
want a
it.
Samus movie though where she does not talk at all because in all of the games she's like the chief.
She's
That's what I-
gonna
that's-
say.
that's what I want in a Boba Fett movie.
Silent bounty hunter
But the world's not
protagonist. Yeah, she just needs to be stoic and awesome and like 45 with like tons of scars and just a badass.
Old woman Samus.
Yes!
In the style of Logan. Directed by
45 is not old. How dare you?
directed by James Mangold.
Of course. Ridley is an interesting addition, though. That's the first character besides maybe Charizard that's like very like obtuse compared to the other, like in
Ridley
size.
has been such a meme
strange
in
character.
Smash for so long
Yeah.
that it's like mind blowing that
Yeah.
they brought him back in.
No
Not back in,
Waluigi
it's-
though.
Yep,
No
no
Waluigi.
yeah,
Waluigi.
people were bummed about
Did
that.
you see though? A lot of people were making like fake trailers where they were like, "Wait, he was there all along," and they'll like have Master Hand and Crazy Hand, and they'll zoom out, and it's like all black space, and then they'll use Photoshop to like do the reveal thing, and it's like it was Waluigi the whole time.
I saw that. I saw
I
that.
was
Great.
like, "That's really funny."
Brandon says Katie Sackhoff would be perfect as Samus.
Oh yes,
She would be. She would be great.
She's badass enough for it.
Let's see here.
gotta
So
have
they
mad
announced
muscles
so much
everywhere.
about Super Smash Bros. They went on it for, quite honestly, a little too long.
It was a long time.
They announcing all the new updates for it, but it is coming out December 7th. So obviously we're all getting it. We'll all be looking forward to settling every argument from here on into the future in Smash.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't like actively bring that campaign back. It was such a good campaign.
You'd think they would.
Settle it in Smash.
All right, we got two more conferences to go through here, so we are starting to wind down. We're going to jump back in time to Ubisoft.
Ubi.
So much. The lower level highlights for me, at least. Guys, jump in here if I'm missing something. The Crew 2 is coming out on June 29th. We're getting Just Dance 2019 also coming out in October 23rd.
Just Dance.
Just
Another video game I'll play.
Yep, it's a good one. We play that one a lot. We've kind of fallen
we've
off.
slowed down.
But
It's a good workout.
you should watch us challenge each other to I Don't Feel Like Dancing by the Scissor Sisters. It's
We're very
a fun,
good.
It's a fun.
We should put a
time.
video up of that.
You should. That would be awesome.
Pretty entertaining.
It would be awesome.
It's a very intense dance.
Okay, so Ubisoft is what talked about Starlink Battle for Atlas. It's a game that looks very similar into the mode of like the Skylanders game that came out where you basically have a physical toy that you can build and customize and scan it into the game, and that's what you get to play with. This is the game that Star Fox is coming
Yes. So I was mistaken about all of my star-related games. My bad.
to. It's coming October 16th, 2018.
We have a request for a team chat dance off.
Oh, yeah.
Can I opt out?
I wouldn't make anybody do
already?
that.
Oh, my leg.
Oh, my kneecaps.
Oh, no.
Someone can come Tanya Harding me.
Tanya Harding.
Trials,
You're hurting me.
Trials Rising, it's February 2019. That's just like a motocross game. And the second, I believe, in that series. Other one that looks super exciting, I'm still really digging it and want to play it more, is Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh, yeah.
They came out with a new cinematic.
That looks
It
great.
looks so good.
I think that looks awesome.
It's going to be a while, though, before that game, because they are aiming to have, they announced today that they are aiming to release a beta for it in late 2019.
See, that's
That game
insane.
is
Christ almighty.
far
They are.
off.
It's really far.
All
And
these
didn't
good
they make an
games are
announcement
far
about
off.
it last E3?
Yeah, last E3.
Yeah, they did.
Man, but if you're not bitching about something coming out really late, you're bitching about something not coming out too early.
Oh.
Isn't that the middle ground? Stop that
I love you
middle
on the
ground.
show. You can
Can't be
fire back.
satisfied, Logan.
All right, but that one is cool, and they did announce I think it's a divided topic. You should really go out and look at it more online, read some articles about it. But people are a little divided on this. That they did announce, though, that they are partnering up with Joseph Gordon-Levitt's company, Hit Record, where artists, can submit music, artwork, and other things like that, that if approved, will be put into the game. So as location artwork, background music, all that different stuff.
For what game?
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Really? And they will be paid. They will be paid. Okay.
But that's part of the issue, though. People don't think because I think they announced that there's only like a $50,000 budget for it, at least starting off, and so people are afraid that creators won't get paid what their work is worth. And so I understand that. I agree with that to some point, but I also think it's a great way, especially if you are an up and coming, to get your artwork out there. I don't think it's taking advantage of the artist. I think that's what a lot of people are saying, is that it's taking advantage of it. But since it's it's their choice to submit stuff for this, it doesn't strike me as bad as I think other people are taking it.
My complaint isn't that I think that artists will be taken advantage of. My complaint is that sounds like lazy development.
Yeah, I'm more concerned that there's going to lose a lack of vision and or direction.
Well, I mean, I know
do you know much about Joseph Gordon-Levitt's organization? Because that's what it does. Is it inspires other artists to make art, and it kind of gives them a platform. And
I don't think it's lazy. I don't think it's lazy development at all. I think from what they've shown of Beyond Good and Evil 2 so far, and how much of it the first Beyond Good and Evil is a beloved game, I don't think they're going to slack on this game. I think they just saw a opportunity in a huge, massive open world game like it's going to be to have a way to showcase the work of others. And it's not like it's going to be, the soundtrack is going to be created purely off of these submissions by other artists and creations. It's just going to be, hey, we need a background song to be playing in this market.
Fair enough.
Cool.
I mean, maybe it could work.
So we'll see.
I'm very skeptical.
I think it's a cool move.
I am a skeptic.
We'll see how it pans out, though, as it goes. Okay. So we got Beyond Good and Evil 2. For Honor is having an update coming out October 16th that is going to have a new faction, which I'm super pumped about. So there's going to be 4 new heroes announced so far, and a new mode called Breach. The Wu Lin, a Chinese fighting force, is the new faction. Good stuff coming there. Come on. More information about Skull and Bones. He's got a new trailer for that game. That game, as I said again last year and say again this year, looks like the adult version of Sea of Thieves, and it looks awesome.
The world needs that.
It's going to be coming out in 2019. Transference, coming out fall of this year.
That was the one where Elijah Wood was on stage, and I was like, Mr. Frodo?
Because his company's making it.
What are you doing here?
And guess what? It's coming out for PS4 and Xbox One, but it's also coming out for, what do you know, VR.
Yeah.
So VR is not dead.
Come on, like
as you
VR,
want it to be.
This is what you might call a swan song, where like it's actively dying. It's
really
this is the last of it.
Let's try one more.
It's really not.
Elijah Wood was there to prepare us all emotionally for its impending demise.
The Division 2. So we get coming out with this more on this. Like I said, March 15th, I believe, is the release date of next year.
Are you gonna get that?
I'm thinking I might.
Whoa!
Don't
they made.
fall for it.
I've said this before. I've said this before. Ubisoft, I feel like, is the best games as a service developer out there right now, and publisher
Games
out there.
as a service.
Basically, games that are going to be continuous, going on for several years. Have like Rainbow Six Siege, For Honor, Ghost Recon Wildlands. I think they've nailed the model of that. Nobody really that I've seen and heard and read about has really had complaints about how they're handling it.
Yeah.
And so I think that they heard the criticism about the original Division. They adapted, and even I believe from what, again, I didn't go back to it because I haven't had time to go back to the original Division. But from what I've heard and read from people who are still playing it, they made it a way better game in its later years. Okay. So I'm curious about it. They did try to ruin it for me, though, with the gameplay where they have this stupid scripted in-game chat. I hate
no one
that
talks
stuff.
like this.
No one talks like that. No. It's so dumb. I would rather have had a live playthrough.
Yes, yeah, sure.
With people chatting about the game and talking about the game as they were playing it. That would have sold me way more on it.
I can't believe that E3 hasn't found a way to incorporate popular streamers into their platforming. I feel like if they got a couple of cool streamers to come on and actively play a game,
like the top Siege guys, or the top
exactly.
The top
I feel like that
Division
would be
players.
such a good way to get someone that knows how to make that kind of presentation in a more genuine and more active way.
Yep. I agree.
I see you sneering. I
cool
see
streamers
your
is
face.
an oxymoron. they're all actors in my opinion.
Oh man!
Aren't you in film? How dare you, sir?
How dare you say that?
So the big one though of Ubisoft, which I am literally dying to play, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Coming out October 5th, 2018. My God, this game.
It does look pretty cool.
So Assassin's Creed Origins came out last year, blew me away with how good it was and all the changes that it makes from the original Assassin's Creed series. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is going to take it even further. For one, the setting is going to be in ancient Greece, which is a great time period. So have a lot of fun, colorful locations, people, and enemies for you to fight. You can play as either a male or a female assassin, which is
Cassandra!
Alexios or Cassandra.
Love of my life!
Which is cool because in past Assassin's Creed games, you have been able to play as, like, normally the main protagonist is a male. But then you have, like, especially like in Assassin's Creed Origins, you were able to have several missions where you could play as Aya, by ex-wife. And then I know in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, there were the Fry twins, Jacob and, I cannot remember her name, Elise, maybe? And then there was obviously Assassin's Creed Liberation, where you are Adeline.
You say
Adeline?
obviously like we know what you're talking about.
Assassin's Creed fans know what I'm talking about. So anyway, you get to play as male or female. There are going to be dialogue options, which is a huge thing.
that's different.
There will be romanceable characters.
See, that's what I
Sign me
up. Exactly. I'm going to
Great.
be Cassandra. I'm going to romance every
you go.
lady in the land. I'm going to be like, and you, you're all my waifus now.
And I think they
But I
can't,
don't want
characters,
to. I'll kill you.
characters can be romanced regardless of gender as well.
Yes.
Ooh.
I
So-
am all about that.
Very
Can I?
progressive.
Is there like a romance mode where I can opt
only
out?
romance?
Yeah, where I can
Of
opt
everything
Start a
except
shop
for
up and
romancing.
sell your
So
umbrellas.
I made this joke to Bro Mogan about the Fire Emblem game that was released for Switch. Fire Emblem has always been huge on romance, and I was like, man, if they could make Fire Emblem where it's just the romance, I would be all about that. Same thing for Assassin's Creed. Take out all the gameplay, give me just the romance, and I'm all about it.
So we have some
Are you
comments, I
ready to
think.
catch up?
Yeah.
Okay. There's complaints that you guys aren't talking about Animal Crossing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what is there to talk about?
That's the big thing. I know Fuchsia is very upset. Mogan's very upset.
Trying to
There was no Animal
trying out
Crossing.
reverse psychology on Nintendo.
But yeah, that's a huge bummer, especially for how excited Animal Crossing fans were for
Absolutely.
potential.
We do need to talk about its lack of information. So to be fair, everything that everyone thought about Animal Crossing Switch was technically all rumors, more or less. There are
Right.
hints that it is eventually coming, but nothing was ever actually confirmed by Nintendo or even really any reliable leak sources. So really, it was kind of it was like collective hope. That's the thing. Like everybody was hoping so hard for Animal Crossing for Switch, and then we didn't get a peep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nothing. And that is a huge bummer. I think that beyond Smash, Animal Crossing is the next title that is a must for the Switch. If it doesn't happen on Switch ever, that's just lost money for Nintendo.
Yep.
That would be a mistake. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Also, Brandon says the first Beyond Good and Evil has a unique identity, and he's concerned with how it's going to be affected by inserting random, disparate artwork into it.
I agree.
Ah, there you
See,
go.
that's my concern is that I worry. You kind of touched
I
on
said
this.
that. We
I
might lose
worry that like
consistency.
this exactly. I feel like that's just going to cloud
I mean, I'm sure
the
it's going to
vision.
be heavily curated. I would think it's going to be heavily curated. We'll see.
Would you do that with the podcast?
It's getting a little hot in here.
My
I cranked
question.
the AC.
Stop grilling
on.
me.
I mean, personally, no. I mean, I would love it.
No.
I would love it. Let me rephrase that. Same thing. It would be heavily curated.
Yeah.
Like if people sent fan art of us, which by the way, I would love if I
would
got
be
fan
great.
art of us. I would obviously accept it, share it with the community and stuff. Would I necessarily make it our new logo? No. But just because
Hey.
I'm just being straight up. You
Right.
can't just like
So
open
wait,
the
why
door.
are you going to be supporting this Beyond Good and Evil shit if you wouldn't allow it on our own show?
Because I would allow. That's what I'm saying. Is
Just
that
in a little way.
heavily curated?
Well, to your point about maybe it's like the music in the market.
Yeah,
Which
like
is
it's not like
minimal.
it's going to be the main messaging and the main
Right.
artwork of the game.
Right,
It's going to be just little bits and pieces here
Little
to
bits
let
and
the
pieces
community
could be
members
fine.
feel like they have a part of it, which is what I'm saying is fine, and I will allow into this podcast. Chris.
No fan
But, like,
submissions
yeah,
ever under
don't-
any
No, I would
circumstance.
love fan submissions.
You heard me, Lord.
We even have gotten a couple of fan submissions from Riven. He sent us those
See,
like
RJ says they make art for the podcast.
hey,
Yeah.
There you go.
Get on it.
there we go. See, so we've got
We
people
will
to do
not
it.
pay you.
Okay.
You also have. Did y'all ever talk about Last of Us 2?
Not yet. We're getting there.
working
We're getting
on
there.
it.
Somebody says that they need some loot boxes and microtransactions.
Oh, no, it does not.
Thank you.
Oh my god, that would be
Not what
such a
it needs.
nice FU.
And then Brandon is making fun of you, asking if there are indeed still
Brandon, if you have
Assassin's
not played
Creed fans
Assassin's
out
Creed
there.
Origins, that game is amazing. It reset the bar on the series, and
Reset the bar.
I am incredibly excited for anything for Odyssey. We'll see where it goes after that, but Odyssey looks great and fantastic.
No fighting in Odyssey. Only romance. Yes.
Only sex. Only sex. Okay.
Romance is about more than sex, Jared. God.
Come on now.
Is it though?
Funny.
Team chat poll. Chad, what do you think?
Yeah. Is romance more than just sex?
Yeah.
We're asking the real questions here. on
Also-
our fans will know.
Okay, we finished up pretty much, I think, with Ubisoft. Assassin's Creed was the last big one. I want to jump back, though. I forgot one of the biggest games announced.
I think you forgot the game that I'm most excited about.
I think you go ahead and say it.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah,
I was
nice.
like blown away. By
Oh my
that.
God.
I was like, what is this? I don't know what it is.
Cyberpunk 2077.
What is that?
It is made by
graphic
CD
novel?
Projekt Red.
Is it based off anything?
No, it's a new IP from CD Projekt Red,
totally
the
okay.
creators of the Witcher series.
Right,
So it's
right.
gonna be fucking
It's
awesome.
gonna
Looks
be good.
freaking great.
No matter what, it's gonna
I'm
be good.
guessing it's like an RPG.
It's an RPG
type game set in the future.
An
and
RPG
this-
game set in the future, first person though.
Oh, interesting. I didn't
So
know that.
not third person perspective
Okay.
like the Witcher games.
Yeah.
They've just released a whole bunch of new information on it. I haven't had time to dive
I
in
don't
and
know
figure out
anything.
everything. The one big standout is there will be
trailer.
romances.
I was about to say, will there be romance?
You will have the option for one night stands.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
that's not
Wow,
romantic.
That's romance, baby.
And
That's real romantic.
I'm assuming both gender full frontal nudity in this game.
Hey, it's CD
Scandal.
Project Red.
It's
Doesn't
equality.
surprise me.
There it is. It is equality. That's
Yay
right.
is equality.
That trailer
Yay,
looks
CD
so,
Project
there's
Red.
just so many different environments. And
So many different ways it can go.
Yeah, it
And
looks
for
like
as
so many different
expansive as the
things
Witcher
to do.
games are,
You
you're going to
know.
have so
But
much
it's in
stuff
the
to do.
future.
Did you know
It's
it's
just so
based on a
cool.
tabletop game?
Okay, I
There
thought
we
it was
go.
based off something.
So yeah, so CD Projekt and the Witcher series are based off books. So
Right.
CD Projekt Red obviously has an incredible track record of taking these books and adapting them into this new format. So I have
That
no
was,
doubt.
like, my number one game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that and Halo Infinite, I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And so the big thing about this, though, and one of the things a lot of people did, or some people caught it, I caught it way too late.
Yeah.
But in the trailer, when at the very beginning of the trailer, when it was doing like the computer interface in the background and like looking like it was getting hacked into and all that stuff, it showed a series of codes that if you went to the Xbox store, you could use to unlock the complete Game of the Year edition of The Witcher 3 for free.
Oh, that's really
that's
interesting.
really cool.
Wow.
See, that's worlds cooler than here's our game. By the way, it's out now. I like that,
Yeah, that is
way
pretty
more.
cool.
That is pretty cool. And I'm
That's
kicking
awesome.
myself.
Project Red does
Yeah.
it wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do. They are a great developer. Cannot wait.
Wait, so do we have there's no release date
No,
for that yet?
it's still
Yeah,
a
it
ways
looks
off.
like a way-
It's going to be a ways off because they also came out in an article
His
today
car was so cool.
saying things like they are at the point where they have no problem saying if something's not right, stop. We got to fix that, and they're going to take
Yeah.
as much time as they want
My
to fix
guess is
that.
2020.
It's going to be.
I think it's going to be
20's gonna be
2020.
a lot of
20.
stuff.
I would almost say more to early 2021. Honestly,
weird things.
Official prediction.
prediction.
Cyberpunk 2077 release date December 21st, my birthday, 2020.
Okay.
Well, the tabletop game was called Cyberpunk 2020, so maybe it's coming out.
I'm so smart, you guys.
That's
I'm
what
the
Brandon
best.
says.
Yes.
They're gonna be like, we told you, 2077.
Yeah.
That's they did. We sell it. That's what? What's the confusion?
No, maybe they've been setting it up for years. Maybe this one's coming out in 2020, and the next one will come out in
2077.
I
2077.
did see. I did see somebody tweet today. I cannot remember who it was. I just read it and I was like, "Oh, that's hilarious." Is that they said the best way that CD Projekt can make Cyberpunk 2077 is you start like the initial missions, you do a couple, then you go back to you go to the bar, have a future drink or whatever.
Future. I love one future.
You come back to your futuristic apartment, sit down in your chair, put on your VR headset. The screen goes black, and the logo Witcher 4 comes up, and then you just play Witcher 4.
That's hilarious.
That would be really funny.
Kirok says, "I can't help thinking the game would be amazing in VR, but I know Mogan would disagree."
Boo. Trash tier.
But
no VR.
See,
Disagree too.
Cyberpunk 2077 looks outstanding.
I was very impressed. It's a very cool trailer.
All right, wrapping this up. The last one of the day.
I feel like you're pretty biased. You saved your personal favorite for last.
Sorry, I wanted to.
First of all,
I would have,
sir.
I would have saved Nintendo for last, but I was trying to like mix it up a little. And I already said that Microsoft was my personal favorite, so I can't be biased.
True.
We already
True.
did.
We already went on to that. Okay, Sony's press conference. They obviously started off. Okay, so here's the thing. The initial thing I'm going to say. About this.
Here's the thing about Sony.
They showed
What
off.
happened was-
They showed off
What
some great
happened
games.
was-
Incredible games.
Same games as last year.
But that was part of the problem. They showed off a lot from that we saw. It's seen before. I mean, we saw new stuff. We saw a new Last of Us trailer. We saw Last of Us 2 gameplay, which look, oh my god. And then we saw, and we saw a gameplay for Ghost of Tsushima. And then all this stuff, but. We got no release dates for those games.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna be a way off.
A lot of these games
really
had
thought we
no
were gonna
release
get
dates,
release
like
dates.
anywhere. And I was
that
like,
was the
isn't
whole
E3
E3
about me planning ahead and saving my money?
Right.
Like, I really thought we were going to get a release window, like fall 2019 or something for The Last of Us 2. We got nothing.
I know. That's how I felt like E3 was in a nutshell. I was like, great stuff, but nothing's coming out.
Nothing to go home with.
Like
Brandon says
years.
Death Stranding was his biggest disappointment.
I will agree with that. Again, another
I was
cryptic
a
trailer.
little bummed about that. Yeah,
Like, come on, Kojima.
I know, and I'm worried Kojima's like so into himself in some way that he's like going in that direction, and no one's like, "Whoa, dude! Like this
Exactly.
is ridiculous."
I feel like
makes
he
no
doesn't
sense.
have an editor on deck.
exactly.
He
needs
edited that trailer
someone-
himself.
Exactly.
He did?
That's what I'm saying.
He was tweeting out way before E3 that he's like
cutting it on the
he's cutting it on the computer.
So Brandon and I kind of talked about this in the comments of one of our Facebook posts. We both, I don't want to speak for him if I'm totally wrong. I could be, but I'm always right, so I'm not. We were both kind of saying that it's all talk right now. It's just all talk.
It's talk.
And if you're
And
gonna
confusing talk.
if you're gonna make a movie, just make a movie. Right now, they've given us no gameplay at all.
And this is the third trailer we've
for
seen.
Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they're
they-
walking around.
They're walking,
Yeah,
but, like,
I know.
you're not
I
seeing
know.
It doesn't
anything.
tell
And
you
it's
anything
and
about what the
also
game will actually
People are so
play like.
hardcore fans of Kojima for good reason. Like,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
got one of the best track records. But I don't think I could I can't look at that and be like, oh, this is so confusing, but it's great. I'm like, no, this is like just stupid.
I have genuine concern that
don't
it's just
think
going to
this
be
looks that
a
good.
lot of hot air.
Yeah.
And then when people actually play the game, that balloon's going to burst.
Yeah.
And people are going to think, oh, it's
like
not
none
good.
of this came together in any coherent way.
There you go.
Which one?
Brandon's got another comment.
Oh, God.
Kojima?
Yeah.
Kojima is certainly spending a lot of money on Hollywood actors.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Guillermo
putting
del Toro's in it.
Norman
Yeah, I know,
Reedus,
it's
Guillermo del
why.
Toro, Mads Mikkelsen, Lea Seydoux, and Laura Wagner.
I don't know.
I forgot
I didn't know
Mads was
Mads
in it.
Mikkelsen
Mads
was in that.
Mikkelsen.
He's the bad guy.
He's
really?
scary. He
He's got
scares
a
me as a
I wish I had his
person.
face.
I love Mads Mikkelsen.
His face is a 1 in a million face.
And then going back to Death Stranding. Is it Stranding?
Stranding.
Death Stranding. Kirok says he wants a collector's edition where you get a baby in a jar.
That would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's just
Take my money.
bizarre.
It's so bizarre.
It's just, how
and
can I
I'm
make
still
this more
super
bizarre?
interested in what it will be,
Oh,
but
I'm
at this
sure.
point, I need more clues.
I mean, if they actually tie the threads together and make a game that is actually good and playable,
Right, it's
more power
grounded
to
in,
them.
like, rules.
But right now, we have
Yeah.
no evidence that that's actually going to happen,
Yeah.
and that makes me very concerned.
And I mean, it can maybe just be a heavily cinematic game in the similar to like the Order 1886 that has not as much focused on gameplay as it is.
But even the cinematic, like I just like.
I really want Brandon to come on the chats and rage against the word cinematic in terms of gaming. Don't let me
like
down,
that.
Brandon. I believe in you.
even like there's nothing about it like I guess this is gonna sound shallow, but there's like no weapons, right? Was there weapons in the trailer?
Not in the
Typical
trailer.
Halo, bro.
I know
am
that's
right?
shallow, but I'm like, what do you do though?
Yeah,
You're right?
I don't even know what the
Like,
objective
do
is.
you
Is it going to
walk
be just like
around?
massively stealth where you're just
Yeah.
trying to avoid the enemy
Yeah.
the whole time? I don't know. That's
just
the thing. This is
carry
the
as
third
much
trailer.
stuff on your
The
back as
little
you can.
third trailer we've
It's
gotten
like-
about this game.
Yeah.
And we still know nothing.
Yeah, but
More than
everyone's
just, like-
everyone's like, ooh, like what?
I mean, it looks pretty.
what a genius, and it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're not the only ones with concerns. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of gamers are starting to be like, but what's
Okay,
the actual
yeah.
game
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
be
after
like?
this.
So yes, there's how we feel on that one. Like I said, Ghost of Tsushima looks very amazing. It looks very pretty. It looks like that will be an incredible game to play.
That was one of the prettiest
combat
games I
looked
saw.
great. And the art direction of it looked
was
great.
talking about earlier when you were a samurai.
Yeah. It's the
When
other one.
he like got on his horse and he was riding through the meadows, if you were watching it on YouTube, a lot of the commentary lit up and they were like, "Breath of the Samurai." I was like, "Yeah, I'm on board with this."
So that game looks awesome. Looks like the combat will be really great, and looks like it has a pretty interesting story as well.
Brandon says he loathes with every fiber of his being the expression cinematic experience.
Yes,
I think it
Brandon,
has its
thank
place.
you.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm
what's wrong
holding
with
on to that. I think it has its place.
I'm actually
Typical film
confused, too.
bros.
That's very true.
I think it has its place. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, me too.
But jumping back to The Last of Us Part 2. Same frustration
Yeah.
with it being that we still don't know the release date. I mean, we did get to see some solid gameplay, and oh my God,
I didn't say it says it good.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sure it's like going to be the greatest game ever.
I'm sure that the gameplay is going to be rock solid, but quick caveat, a lot of games do use some kind of not true to form procedures to make their games look better.
I know.
at E3.
I know.
So I know that the game, like I have full
Example,
confidence that
Ubisoft?
the gameplay will be eventually very good and very clean. I just hesitate to assume that it will be exactly like it's
What it's
shown at
looking
E3.
like.
And I agree with that. But I think that the way that this game, I was talking with another one of my friends about this one, is that the seamless interaction with Ellie and the environment and how she was able to, like, again, this could be things added in for the trailer and it might not make it into the final game, but like at one point she pulls an arrow out of a dead guy and the body like responds to her pulling the arrow out.
Yeah.
You know, she has.
Well, that happens in Unreal Tournament.
I'm just spitballing
kidding,
here
I'm
all the
just
different things. She can like run around. There's like a space in between a bookshelf that she can like run in between, and like she squeezes through and all this other stuff. She was able at one point to run at an opponent. There was a bottle laying on a wall without breaking stride. You can pick up the bottle and then throw it into the enemy. There was a point where she crawls underneath a car, which usually in all these games before, you always just crouch beside the car. This one, she crawled under the car and was hidden.
Yeah.
And then you can even
that's
fight.
what games are doing now. Those are the small details.
It's these little
that,
things.
Like, yeah, that's like
Quality of life.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah.
quality of life.
And people are
games.
noticing like
Physics.
these little things about it too. Like when she's under the car and one of the bad guys or bad woman in this case, is coming up and she's about to look under the car at her, you see Ellie like cock her gun. And it's just like the little touches like
little
that. You're just like,
touches.
oh my God.
Yeah.
And not to mention too, it further, we all knew from the Last of Us DLC, The Left Behind, that Ellie is a lesbian character. And further cemented in this trailer when at the end, like she talks about this one girl, I cannot remember her name now, Dana, I think, or Diana. And then at the end, they share this very long, passionate kiss with each other. And obviously
On screen at E3.
which can we talk about? This is not a thing. Like, I'm trying to not make this pervy, but can we talk about how good the animation was on this?
So for starters, I read like a breakdown of how they were able to actually do that animation. Discovered that
Dina, thank you.
Dina. I knew it was a name I hated. Anyway, I think that's such an ugly name. God. Yes, hideous. They were like, yeah, actually the two actresses had to make all of those facial movements separate of each other.
Right,
And
which
I was like,
makes
that
sense.
sounds so hard.
Yeah.
But normally, whenever video game characters in the past have kissed, it's always just a very stiff.
oh yeah,
Like,
you
it's
never
like
buy
shoving
it.
two
Yeah, it's one of
polygons
the worst
together.
things
It's
video
not
games
good.
can do.
But this one, without, again, like lips contoured against each other, faces
Hero
expressed.
Go on,
says it
go
was
on.
fantastic. The lips are actually touching.
Boom. Yeah, it was great. And so also,
I
it
mean-
lit the internet on fire as it was as prone to do, with people freaking out that, of course,
there's
that
tons of
people
think
are so
pieces.
pissed off
Yeah,
that Ellie is the main
pieces.
character because they did say that Joel will not be a playable character. Ellie will be the only playable character in this game.
Suckers.
And so they're obviously mad about that.
Oh no, a girl.
And then they're obviously
no,
mad
so
that
much of the
people
YouTube
are-
chat was like women ruined, like literally women ruined
fuck
games.
off.
And I was like,
Bull.
fuck you, buddy, it's our game.
And I mean, I'm so excited to play Last of Us 2. Like,
Yeah.
legitimately, I just cannot wait for it.
I remember that first trailer you showed.
Oh, yeah.
That shook me to my core.
But same thing, though.
was frightening.
Same thing, though. This is our third trailer we've gotten for this game
Right.
and no release date.
Like,
Let's give us a release
it
date,
is, and
Sony.
they're like,
Come on, Naughty
Again,
Dog.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Is
think
Joel dead? Brandon wants to know.
I do not believe so. A lot of people think that he is dead. I do not believe he's dead. I just think they've chosen to save him for the actual game.
official prediction. Sam.
Well, actually, you do see him in the original reveal trailer. You do see him. He like walks into the house and then you see him from behind and he talks to Ellie for a bit. But a lot of people think he was like a dream or a premonition for Ellie and that he might actually be dead. I don't think he's dead.
Official prediction.
I don't think they would start the game. I think he might die. Sorry. I think he might die in the game, but I don't think because of how great a character Joel was that they're going to start off the game with him being dead.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I think he's definitely already dead, and I think Ellie is doing that typical puppet thing where she's like rigged him to where it looks like he's still alive. and
Weekend
giving
at Bernie's?
orders. Yeah, yeah. It's totally going to be Weekend at Bernie's.
Like a mini game.
Yeah,
play.
exactly.
Weekend at Bernie's.
You're gonna have
Make
to
him look like he's
periodically
alive.
go back to Joel's dead body and
Yeah.
pretend like
No,
he's
he's
doing
still alive.
administrative tasks. Yeah. I think that's
So-
right.
Kirok says it's also his most anticipated game.
Fair enough.
Again, I think 2020.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
I
going
think
to come out
at
in
this point, yeah,
2019.
I don't think it's going to be 2019.
When did the
Yeah.
first one come out?
2013.
Wow.
It's been a while.
That's a gap.
Yeah, that is a gap.
It's a gap.
That's
It's a
a
gap.
They call that a gap.
Yeah.
That's when you first
I think they
played
celebrated
that game.
for about 2
Yeah.
years and didn't do anything.
2013.
Married.
They announced this game. I know. We weren't even married.
Sam's
I can't
love
believe that was
for,
that long
I mean,
ago.
Jared's love for The Last of Us predates you.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't.
no.
No.
Knows no bounds.
We didn't
But,
meet and get married.
I assume that's how it goes.
But no. So like they announced this game in November of 2016.
This next one?
This next one.
And it's still, you don't even
Possibly.
know when it's out?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
well,
saying.
there's nothing wrong with like taking your time with it. I mean, if
will
they
be
want it
very
to
good
be,
when
if
it
they
comes
want
out.
it to be the huge
Oh, it'll be
Kirok
amazing.
thinks-
It
when
will
it
be
comes out.
very good.
Kirok thinks Joel went to Halo.
Yeah, he might have.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Crossover.
that's a great
Wait, do they do
prediction.
that?
No, that's
Oh,
not
okay.
gonna
Oh
happen.
no, he's going to be a new Smash. Duh.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, duh.
Stupid
Hilarious.
sounding Disney game.
Oh yeah, he's going to be in Kingdom Hearts.
They would not besmirch Joel by putting him into.
Yeah, they shan't do that.
So other quick things. Let's finish up Sony here. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is coming out October 12th, 2018. It is also going to be they're changing how they release their DLC. It's going to have the Black Ops Pass. You have to buy that to get any DLC. DLC will not be sold separately as it has been for all previous Call of Duty games. Infuriating fans everywhere.
It's pretty easy to do that.
Also, they are
Yeah,
they
it's
re-
Infuriate gamers.
That's
they
actually
released
not wrong.
they released some remastered maps from the older Black Ops games and into Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which they then also, as of the night of the conference, put Black Ops 3 on free for PS Plus members, which I thought was kind of cool.
Nice.
Remedy showed off their new game Control, which looks interesting. Looks like it could have some interesting gameplay, but they are the makers of Alan Wake and Quantum Break.
I was about to say
Alan
it
Wake.
looked very Quantum Break.
It did.
Like
It really did.
looked alarming. I won't, maybe alarmingly isn't the right word, but it looked very similar to Quantum Break.
Brandon
Maybe
says
not a good
Spider-Man is the most meh game.
I agree with that. I mean, I think that game looks very pretty, but superhero games are not my jam.
Spider-Man needs to just officially be put in his grave.
And that too. We've had so many Spider-Man
Dude, I'm so sick of
iterations.
Spider-Man, period.
I thought
in
that game was supposed to
anything.
look good and
No,
stuff.
the
No, it does.
original,
It
yeah.
looks good and it looks fun, but I'm just
sick
done
of
with
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
just
It's a
done with
personal thing.
Spider-Man. Yes.
Also, Max
Well, you know
Payne.
who's not?
Unless
a lot of
he's
young
in
people.
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, I see. Unless
Wait,
it's a crossover.
Brandon, are you saying Max Payne is a meh game?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay, fair enough.
Max Payne 3 I loved.
Okay.
Just don't know. God of War is getting an update, a Game Plus mode. So far, no release date on that. It's on the way. Saw yet again that same stupid trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Hell, man.
They played it 3 times.
I think
for
4
all
times.
3.
That might have been
really?
4 times.
Yes. Go Kingdom Hearts.
They did reveal Neo 2, which I know Brandon will probably be very excited about that.
Oh, yeah. For a minute, I thought you were talking about the Matrix. And I was
Yeah, I
like,
did
yeah,
too.
that would be cool.
Oh, he says Control looks like Max Payne.
Oh,
I got you.
okay.
I got you there, Brandon. I agree with that. Let's see. Daracine. It's French. I'm saying that wrong.
On your
Daracine.
French.
That
Damn.
sounds right.
Sorry. Another
Daracine.
Actually, don't. France sucks.
PS4 game.
Yeah, France sucks.
Whoa.
We did not enjoy our time in France.
We're losing viewers.
All of our 3 French viewers.
But that's another game. It's another game from Software. So that's coming out in 2018, later on this year.
Wait, the French game is? Oh, never mind. I'm back on board. Yay, France. Vive la France.
And then, yeah, Spider-Man coming out September 7th. They showed yet another extensive gameplay trailer of that, revealing more enemies such as Scorpion, Rhino, Electro, and who was the other?
Your mom.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Enemy.
And so people are now thinking that, there's going to be even more villains along the way. Also, and the other big reveal was the Resident Evil 2 remake coming out January 25th.
I heard about that.
Of 2019.
I'm not
been digging
surprised that they're remaking ye old Resident Evil 2.
Yes, why not? Why not? They said
Why
to
not?
themselves one
Why
day.
not? So yeah, there it is. I don't think
In case you missed E3,
2
there it
hours
is.
later.
there is
Our
E3.
version
Actually,
of
I feel like
E3.
we did a pretty good job. We're only like an hour and a half in.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It was a lot of E3 to
That's
go
a lot
over.
of-
That is a lot.
We had
that
like
was the best
4
E3 in the
days
last
to go
like,
over.
What, 5 years?
Oh yeah, last year was not like.
Oh no!
You don't think
bro.
so?
Because like
What was
the
better than this
2
one?
E3s ago, when it was all the pre-Nintendo Switch stuff,
That stuff was
was
pretty
the
cool.
best
That was-
year
yeah.
for me that I've
was
had
cool.
at E3 ever. I was like, literally everything is good news.
This one
and
was
I wasn't
my
wrong about
favorite in a
any
long
of
time.
it.
I was very excited about a lot of stuff came out.
There's
Oh,
like-
one that I did forget is that they've announced it before, but they just showed more off of it, gameplay and stuff. Is that Donkey Kong is coming to Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle?
Oh, yeah, I did
So that
see
game's
that.
great.
I did see that,
Like if you've slept on that game, get it. It's a fun.
You're an idiot.
It's a fun
It's
time.
50% off on the Nintendo Switch store right now,
Yeah,
people.
it's,
Go get it.
It's a fun game.
What about Resident Evil 2?
It's awesome.
Oh, did you think I just pulled that out of nowhere?
No, I mean we talked about it. Oh yeah, no. Brandon's saying Resident Evil 2 looks amazing, and I'll fight anyone who argues. It does look amazing.
Yeah,
it looks very pretty.
looks really
And
good.
Jack says he'd get it.
Oh, okay. There we go.
That was Leon, right? I'm not.
Yeah, it's
okay,
Leon Kennedy.
yeah, I was about to say it felt like a fever dream. I was like, Leon, my original zombie Hasubanto, he's back.
So that one looks interesting, and I was reading up and that they were making some tweaks up to it and different stuff like that. But I mean, it is a remake, so
I don't think that it made an appearance until Resident Evil 4, but I think in 4, Leon had a special outfit where he was like wearing a baller white suit and he looked
Nice.
like a mafia boss. And I really hope that they like just kind of splice it into 2 because it's so fun.
that'd be really cool.
I really hope he makes it to Smash.
Okay, so we've talked about favorite conference. Obviously, Microsoft, we think, won E3 this year with all their stuff because they're finally focusing on games. They gave us the hardware, they gave us the services. Now we're getting the games,
They set the
and the games
groundwork.
look good.
Planting the seeds.
Planting the seeds, exactly.
Now grow, baby.
So then, now let's go along here. Zach, start us off. Favorite. Okay, so because we want to have these two, we want to have your favorite game of the whole conference, and then favorite game that like anticipated. You know, because there are some, like we said, we've a ton of games that don't have release dates.
Anticipated can't have a release.
Yeah. So what's your most favorite with release date? One without a
release date, Cyberpunk.
Okay.
Over Halo. I was very impressed with Cyberpunk, so that's my most
Nice.
anticipated. Favorite game that's actually going to come out?
Mario Party.
Mario Party looks dope. But I don't know, Smash Bros?
Nice.
I'm trying to think. Fallout 76 maybe?
Yeah.
You know, that's coming out in the fall.
Yeah.
You're
October?
waffling around a lot there, son.
Well, honestly, the
definitive
ones
answer.
that were my favorite that I was really jacked up about were the ones that didn't have release dates. Right.
Same.
So Cyberpunk, Halo,
Yep. I would agree with that.
those two. But sure, Fallout or Smash Bros.
Sam, how about you?
The original Mario looked pretty good.
What are you talking about?
And,
What original Mario?
Super Mario 2.
What is she talking about?
She's talking about
I
her
don't play
old
video
favorites.
games.
Going off the
1993.
rails. I don't even think it was
Still the only
around.
video games I love.
Team Chat's gonna have.
Wait, yours was Overcooked. Come on, Sam. You've
Well,
got
yeah.
at least
Oh,
one.
there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, you've got one in
yeah.
there.
Cooked over.
Cooked over. I'm sure she'll get in on that Smash action.
Selling Smash.
No, I didn't. I'm older than that.
That's the first one came out a while ago.
Yeah, it did.
But it was not
64.
anything we ever played. I have not played that game at all.
Right on.
This is some good ones. Mogan, how about you?
My definitive one with release date is no question Mario Party for Switch.
Nice.
I am
That's a
literally
good one.
so
Mario
excited.
Party-
about it.
I'm
Like,
kind of with you.
When I initially
love
saw
Mario
the trailer,
Party.
they glossed over it so fast that I like didn't have time to soak it all in.
wait.
And then the more I actually thought about it and I watched the treehouse
Yeah.
footage of it, I was like,
Yes.
"Holy shit!
is
I'm good.
sweet.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm so excited about it." And one without a release date. Oh man, probably Cyberpunk 2077.
Nice.
It looks pretty.
It looks-
I
that
do.
was
I'm a sucker
awesome.
for a really good sci-fi
Yeah.
game. My
And
hope
it
is
looks-
that
that
it
looks
will
so
be
good.
really,
His
really
jacket
good.
was like up to
Yeah,
here.
see,
You know it's a good
that
sci-fi.
made the jackets
the
article.
jacket was great.
They were like #1 jacket
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077.
All right, real quick on the chat, we have Brandon says Sekiro.
Nice.
Shadows Die Twice. Kirok says Beyond Good and Evil 2. Brandon also says Cyberpunk 2077, Doom Eternal. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so mine, with release date, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Nice.
I am beyond excited for that game.
You have to play as
What?
Cassandra.
It's not overcooked.
It's not. Overcooked is like,
I want a divorce.
oh no.
This is what they meant by the Division 2.
Division 2. This is what
Oh God!
I'm super excited for Overcooked 2, no doubt.
Whatever.
But Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I cannot, I'm so excited for that game. It looks from
You're
everything.
such an AC bro.
It's a great series, and it has new life. It has new life, and I'm so excited for it. Obviously,
Your other one is obviously Last of Us, right?
Last was
There
Part
it
2.
is.
I could have guessed that.
Representing.
Doesn't he even
So-
need to say it?
Yeah, for unconfirmed.
Wait, the shirt you're wearing is for the game that doesn't even have a release date
Yeah, I
yet.
didn't even know
Absolutely.
they sold it.
I
a little
also
preemptive.
They also released in a partnership
Seems a
with
little
Mondo
preemptive.
a couple days ago. They released a 7-inch vinyl of songs from the new one, and Yes, that's already ordered.
I can't believe
Seems
what's
a little
happening.
cocky.
Yeah, I can't believe what the world's coming.
The game is coming out, ladies and gentlemen. It may be
Yeah.
a wait, but it will be a long, glorious wait.
Here's some DLC. It's like, I want the game
Before it's even out?
first.
Yeah, I know.
Now you get the DLC.
I really wish that's what they had done. Here's some free DLC to tide you over. It's like, wait a second.
Wait.
Prequel. Yeah. But no, so obviously Last of Us is where my heart and soul lie with in these unannounced title release date games. So I am beyond excited for that one too. So, but obviously Cyberpunk 2077 looks great. Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks great.
Yeah.
Doom Eternal, fantastic.
Yeah.
And Overcooked 2, loving it all. So
You loved everything.
I did. It was a really good year.
It was a good year. I don't
It was a
blame you.
really good year. So
A lot of heavy hitters.
a lot of heavy hitters.
Mario Party for Switch. We're going to have so much fun.
Oh yeah, it'll be a fun time.
Stay tuned, Patreon subscribers, for exclusive Team Chat Battle Royale Mario Party sessions.
Why would we restrict that? The people want what the
No,
people
you have
want.
to pay for it. You have to pay for
top
it.
shelf. It's top shelf stuff.
Top shelf stuff.
All right. Well, I think we've exhausted this topic to the extent that we can. So I think it is time to bring this episode of Team Chat Podcast to a close. We've gone so long, I felt a soundtrack spotlight is not necessary for
It's
this
not.
week. I have no more thoughts on anything. My mind is zapped. So
Drained.
with that concludes this episode, this live episode of, yes.
Don't you want to talk about the other surprise?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Sam.
We have another surprise.
We have another surprise.
Wait, is
Zach,
You know
obviously,
what it
is a
is.
fantastic surprise. But we are
But
for
we
the
have
first
something
time.
way better.
He's like
It's
a
obviously
mediocre
great
surprise.
having Zach back on the show. The other surprise that we have for you all is that we are doing our first ever Team Chat Podcast giveaway. We'll be giving out more information on
I
that
wanna
in the
sign
coming week. But so stay tuned for that. But it's a big one.
Patreon subscribers, keep your mouths shut. They kind
Oh,
of
did you already spoil?
They kind
oh, yeah,
of
that's
already
right. That's
know.
right.
Yeah,
they
so
kinda
like,
already
shut
little
up.
know. No spoilers on that. The giveaway is coming, so stay tuned in the next coming week or so. We'll have more information on that, but keep your eyes peeled on all of our social media for updates on our first ever giveaway. It is one you do not want to miss.
Spoilers, and you're disqualified.
Damn.
Ooh, good
Yeah.
call.
Hard
Damn.
rule.
Laying
There it
down the
is.
law.
Laying down the law.
But with that, this now officially concludes this episode of Team Chat Podcast. Obviously, for all those of us who joined us in the chat, thank you for coming on and being with us throughout this live episode. For all of you who are listening to the recorded version of this, please let us know what all of your favorite thoughts and opinions from E3, which your favorite conference was, what were the games are you most looking forward to. Let us know by either sending us an email, teamchatpodcast@gmail.com, commenting below in the YouTube video, commenting on Facebook, commenting on Twitter, commenting on Instagram, all the places where you can find us online. You can comment and let us know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions. So please do that. But until next time, I'm one of your hosts, Jarrett Wilson, joined to my right by Rachel Mogan.
Adios.
To my immediate left, Samantha White Wilson. Thank you for keeping up with the chat for us,
Night-night.
Googling things for us all
You're
that.
welcome.
And glad to have him back.
Thank you.
Zachary
Thank you for
Parks.
having me.
Round of applause.
Always a pleasure.
The prodigal son returns.
He's a golden child.
Wait.
I'm gonna float out of here.
Wait. There are comments about the contest. or
Okay.
The giveaway.
Oh my God.
Someone says that it's good. You don't want to miss it.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone's guessing that it's Mogan's fingernail clippings.
I would
Gross.
auction those. Yeah, you guys
Gross,
want 'em?
disgusting.
That's weird.
or your hair.
I'll give you some hair and
'Cause
fingernails.
look at that amazing hair.
You guys want toenails? I got it in spades, buddy.
This took a
we have,
turn.
we have endless giveaways.
Wait,
That's what the people
I
want.
have to get in one
We can literally
SpongeBob
regrow
reference.
those.
Remember when they make the nasty patty and they put a
Yes.
bunch of toenail clippings on it?
Yes,
Yeah,
they
just
do.
one
Don't they
SpongeBob
dip-
reference.
They dip it in the toilet.
They do. They dip it in the toilet and then they put a nasty
the
chin sock
nasty
on it.
patty.
Nasty patty.
Gross.
Well, before this goes further off the rails.
What's all this Wii stuff? That's real quick. That's a great scene.
It's a
we
great
talked about
scene.
that.
It went off the
Oh
rails.
my
Where
God.
they're like they killed the
Stay
specter.
tuned after the show. SpongeCast returns.
Just real
Everybody's
quick.
favorite.
And SpongeBob goes, "We killed him." And Mr. Krabs, "What's all this Wii stuff?" "Well, we did it." He's like, "You could have stopped me from doing it." "You're right, Mr. Krabs. I could have stopped you." He like switches it on SpongeBob. Something like that.
Don't laugh. You don't know what they're talking
It's
about.
still funny
It's
hearing
really-
the
it's
story.
funny
We
back
all
and
know you
forth.
don't know.
But it's still funny. I enjoy
It's
the
the
story.
best writing.
I miss this repartee back and forth.
You could have stopped me. You're right.
You're right. And like his eyes
Yeah.
go to pinpoint. You're right.
All right, everybody. We'll see you all next time. Don't stick around for the song, but we will see you next week with a great brand new episode of Team Chat Podcast. Stay tuned. We'll see you all next time.